So in today's episode, entitled Praise Bread, we wrap up Chapter 1 of the crew's adventures in Iyith, getting some closure, although leaving a few loose threads to tug on for next time. The crew does a lot of soul searching. There's a lot of interrogations that are not interrogations, and some that maybe are interrogations. And we move along to the next phase of our adventure. We hope you enjoy.
Oh shit. Sorry, that was a false start.
That's not just for the recording, right? That's not just a joke?
Okay, we're good.
Okay. I was gonna give you like 5 minutes to do the oh shit.
I'm a pro.
Alright.
I don't do that.
I know.
First
of course
time.
not. No.
First try. Well
yeah,
done.
first, and we started on time, and everybody was here.
The time is 12:01,
perfect.
everybody.
We started 29 minutes early. Yay.
Exactly.
Yup.
Because
we're
is
just
a
that
construct
excited.
Of human perception.
Damn the man. Okay, to recap for those who missed all or part of last session.
That's me.
And me.
That would be Nex and Twinki, and Sid, you missed the last bit as well, right? Or am I getting my weeks confused?
What was the question?
The question was, did Sid miss any of last session, or am I getting my weeks confused?
No, that was a couple of weeks ago. I thought you were talking about next.
That's the week
for
before.
some reason. Like I heard
Okay.
miss last section.
No.
Like, oh, yeah, that was next. Sorry.
Yeah, Nex and towards the end there, Twinki. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was last week or the week game prior. So, those of you who missed, basically, we went to Featherstone, and we had an emotional time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little.
A little. Twinki, since you had to step out towards the end, your character succeeded in his mission. He traded the second vial of goo for the head of the snake, and you collected quite a few scales as well.
Excellent.
And then sort of slipped out while the rest... yeah, Davynn is sad, that's true. Then sort of snuck out while the rest of the crew dealt with the aftermath of the
Snake
battle.
also had gears in it, but I took the gears.
Yes, the snake
No, those
also
are things
did
I needed.
have...
Actually, no, you can have those.
yes, the snake did have some sort of machinery. It wasn't entirely mechanical. It did have organic bits as well, which you collected, Twinki. You effectively took everything that was organic that you could get off the floor, as well as the scales and the head, and then bounced while they did the cleanup.
Excellent.
Yes. So we did have a little bit of denouement at the end of the last session before you guys decided to rest in Featherstone. I believe was the consensus. So that's where we will pick up this session. I'd like to start with Twinki. Just briefly.
Little briefs.
So as you head away from Featherstone back home, you don't make it more than an hour away before you are stopped by a figure that seems to step from the shadows, which is not entirely uncommon for you. The individual that stops to greet you doesn't tell you their name, but there's no mistaking those tattoos. You know exactly where they've come from. and precisely who they represent. She takes down a hood, displaying even more intricate tattoos, and holds out a hand, asking for the specimens you've collected.
Hildreth will hand everything over. No questions asked, no words exchanged.
She nods curtly and hides the bag underneath her cloak. And before she turns to go, she holds up a hand and speaks in a very low voice. Says that you've done well. The compound is pleased, but they bid you to stay with this group, to watch them. If you're needed at home, you will be sent for in the usual fashion, and to keep an eye out for messages. But for now, stay close, and you'll be contacted later. And with that, she puts her hood back up, and with a very brief hand gesture that you have come to know and begrudgingly respect, she disappears back into the shadows of the woods once again.
Hildreth will look at Zoar and say, I hate being away from my bed for so long. Turn around and go back towards the rest of the group.
Alright. So while Hildreth is traveling and meeting tattooed strangers in the depths of the Treaty Woods, which is just fine, the rest of you are in Featherstone, presumably resting. I believe Allegedly, yes. I believe before we ended the last session, Lana was sort of watching over Davynn.
Yep.
He wouldn't have gone back to Featherstone. He would have probably stayed with the cart.
Okay. And
although, I don't know
Kern...
if he's up in a tree right now. I don't know how canon adventure logs are.
That's true.
I like to think that adventure logs are mostly canon.
When we left anyway, Lana was watching over a humanoid Davynn, who is still slowly recovering his wits from his scuffle. Kern and Xylund, you two took charge of corpse removal and burial, I believe?
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe we should burn it this time.
I mean...
just to be safe.
Maybe, but I feel like Davynn has some questions for his dad, and I can't exactly let him talk to him if his corpse is burned.
You want to bring him back from the dead again?
I mean, Davynn should be able to talk to him. He just, closure. Maybe, maybe not, but...
I'm just saying that he seems pretty easygoing right now. We might not get a window to burn the guy later on.
Yeah, but I feel like that should be his decision.
Alright.
I do understand where you're coming from, and maybe that is a possibility afterwards. Not discounting your idea with that one.
Don't have to make me feel valued. I know my words have merit. I appreciate the effort, though.
Okay.
Alright.
Probably go to sleep and see if this dumminess stuff is gonna go away or not.
Okay. So you all choose to rest for the night in or around Featherstone?
Yes.
How far away is it to the uncle's manor? Just
He is still tied up there, yeah.
Yeah, he is. It's not terribly far. I mean, you can walk there in a few hours.
go in a few hours. Okay. Well, I'll leave it for now then. We'll go pick him up later.
Jeez.
Can I camp in the library?
You may camp wherever you wish. I know you were gone last time. The manor is exactly in the same condition that you guys left it. So all of the traps that you disarmed and all the magical traps that you either set off or eliminated are the same. They haven't reset or anything. So you're freely able to go to any room that you were able to explore before.
Alright. I camp in the library, and with my newfound linguistic prowess, I begin reading.
Okay. Alright. Everyone has a snooze. While Hildreth is in the woods doing Hildreth things. Upon waking the next morning, all of the mental drain that was placed on you from your encounter with Grandma Marin, they've all dissipated. So everyone is back to your full wisdom.
Yay.
You can function
Wow.
normally once again.
Do we have our full hit point max back again?
Well, those who rested, yes. Did you rest?
No, I was busy doing things.
Doing stuff.
Doing stuff.
So
then
if
no.
my hit point max was knocked down, that's gone too?
Yes, if you
Okay.
got hit point damage or a hit point cap, that has been removed as well. Yes.
Did I manage to avoid all of those things? Because I'm not
I
noticing a
controlled
difference.
you well. Also, we got a
Yeah,
You played the typical wizard. You stayed out of combat.
Yeah.
Also, we
stayed
got
in
a
the
full
back.
heal a couple rounds from the end, which helped.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very much, yes.
Yeah, and I noticed that I'm very glad that you used all of my spell slots if it meant that, I didn't
Die.
suffer adverse effects.
Yeah, mostly saved my life, but it's fine.
I mean, it's what Lily
You
would
About
do.
your cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Davynn will
All right.
awake in the tree, and he is now blinking himself, remembering how he got up here.
Davynn, please come down from the tree.
Slowly. Hello?
Oh, okay. Are you? Hi. Good morning.
Hey.
Lana's
Hey,
yelling
Lana.
up from the base of the tree, I assume. You.
Hey.
Hey. Feeling a bit better?
Yeah, I think so. My brain's back.
That's good.
Where?
You're in a tree. I couldn't get you down.
Yeah, I got.
I spent like an hour trying to coax you out of the tree.
I went, off to go get some fresh air.
I know.
Then I couldn't figure out how to get back, and Lana, where's Kern?
Back at the house, I think.
Okay, we need to go find him.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump down from the tree.
Parkour.
Parkour.
Ow.
I'd have you roll your athletics, but I know what it is, so I'm just not gonna bother.
I was really hoping for a nat 1, and then he just crashes into Lana.
Ow.
Yeah, rom-com style. Yeah.
Better than anime style.
That's true. No, we already had that moment at the
What?
end of the last session. You're gonna have to go back and watch.
I'm going to go with newfound purpose to try to find wherever Kern has rested.
Davynn, do you know where you're going?
Wherever Kern is.
You want me to show you back to the house?
No, I know which way it is.
Okay.
Alright. Kern, where have you bedded down for the night?
I guess in just one of the upper rooms in Featherstone. Like, I probably would have
Okay.
gone after Davynn, but I mean, he was in a bad place, and Lana seemed to have been taking care of him. So yeah, I'm in one of the upper bedrooms in Featherstone.
Alright. As I get to the doorway of Featherstone, I take a... and then step in, and then continue trying to find Kern. Kern! Kern, where are you?
Oh, God.
Kern!
Door slams open upstairs. Yeah?
I'm gonna rush up the stairs to his doorway and say, Kern! Kern, do you have your diamond still?
Yep. And I, still groggy, just like pat
Kurt,
around. Oh,
Can
yes.
you bring the guy that we killed yesterday? Can you bring him back?
Finally, like, waking up a bit. I think so.
Yeah? Then
I can
let's go
try.
do that right now.
Alright. I'll go back. Knowing that it's been over a minute, I will get our raised dead diamond. Yes. I'll get our raised dead diamond that's worth a lot. And I'll make my way down with Davynn to where we buried his dad.
Okay, so just how does this work? Do you have to say something? Do you?
I don't exactly know.
That's not really helping right now. Just do it. Do the thing, all right?
I'll try. Yes.
Kurt, unless the next words out of your mouth rhyme with praise bread, I don't want to hear them.
But what if he says praise bread?
I'll just put my hand on his shoulder and be like, just give him like a solemn look. Then I'll head down. Praise. Well, Xylund and I did bury him under like a bunch of dirt, so as we're like heading down there, I'll just pick up a shovel, 2 shovels, and like hand one to Davynn.
Take it. Follow.
Do I notice that this is going on? I was probably sleeping in the car.
I'm sure you would. Yeah, the fact that Davynn came into the house yelling Kern's name
Okay.
and has been frantically hauling him through the house, I'm sure at top volume, and you don't sleep very well, surely has alerted you to his presence.
Yeah, I'll mosey
No.
over and
Yeah,
take a look at what they're doing.
Okay.
So you're gonna raise him right from the dead. That's the plan here.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
have a problem with it?
No, I mean he didn't deserve to die that way. I'm fine with it. Is this gonna heal his wounds, or is he gonna be in some kind of zombie situation?
Sure hope he won't. Better not be.
Like 95% sure he's not going to be a zombie.
Those are good odds. I'll pitch in.
Alright, let's head to the grave.
Yeah, we'll exhume Davynn's dad.
Okay. Just as a reminder, this particular body was decapitated.
Yep.
So his body and head are still separate. Although I'm assuming they all went into the same grave.
Yes, I think that we
Yes,
would have done
Lily's
that.
down in the library. Lily has no idea what's going on. She's surrounded by books. Everyone else is watching you guys unearth this two-part corpse.
Alright, digging furiously will get him out of the grave and then lay him approximately such that his head and his neck are where they should be.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming that like the magic will heal it together. I'm a cleric, not a doctor. Jeez.
Would mending work on this? Can I
No.
mend them back
I
together?
do have the mending cantrip.
Mending does not work on this. No. No,
Yeah.
mending does not work on decapitation. No.
What are we really but biological machines, though? I'll give it a shot.
Even when Xylund helps, he's causing nightmare fuel.
What are
I
you
mend.
doing?
I'm mending.
Like his clothes are repairing.
His armor looks fantastic, but the rest of him not so much. It does not repair the severance of the head, unfortunately.
Oh well, at least he looks better.
But A for effort.
Okay, so do it. Let's bring him back. Come on,
Let's
please.
dress zombie in Zombie Town.
So I'll put down the diamond on the body and up and sit down and be like, hey, me again. Thanks for the help yesterday. That was very much needed. I think we'd be here if it wasn't for that intervention. I'm gonna need to ask you for one more thing. Not for me, but Davynn, his family, his mom. He never got to know his dad. And he deserves at least some closure. I don't know if you can bring him back or not. But he needs this. And I'll try to cast Raise Dead.
Okay, so Kern says his prayer. And nothing happens. Your diamond is not consumed, it still remains where you placed it. You don't get the usual feedback, I guess, for lack of a better term, that you get when you speak to Inaline. You don't get the smell of rain, you don't get the wind, you don't get any indication that she's with you at the moment. You do hear kind of a hissing sound and a crackle of fire, and for just a moment it looks like the reflection of a gold dragon coiled appears on the armor of the former Bochan. And then that's it. The light goes out. The corpse is still a corpse.
Is the armor interfering with it?
I
It might be. Take it off. Come on. Help
I
me.
just fixed it. Alright, let's take it off.
It's made to be taken off, alright?
We'll strip the corpse.
oh god.
Okay. So you strip the massive plate armor off of the corpse, and what you're left with is he's still even without the armor, he's still kind of on the larger side. Massive patches of blue scales going from fingertips up through his forearms, across his chest, his stomach, his legs. He's not entirely covered in scales. There are bits of skin around the knees and the elbows, and the upper arms, a little around his neck, and wherever there is skin as opposed to scales, he's got tattoos. And because his skin still has a bluish cast to it, the gold ink of the tattoos, although they do appear to be older and a little faded, the metallic property still comes through in the lines. It appears that he has tattooed various versions of dragons wherever he had space, overlapping, coiled around his arm, fire breathing. Yeah. It's quite the motif. But other than that, he just looks like an ordinary man.
Okay, try again. Or something.
I just look really sad and think about saying something, but give in to Davynn's desperation. I attempt again.
Okay.
Not expecting
Once
it
again,
to
the
work.
diamond is placed. Once again, the words are spoke. Praise bread indeed. And this time, again, no indication that Inaline has heard or is with you at the moment. Into your eyes only, the inked dragons move and shift. The fire becomes animated as it blows across his naked skin. The places where it's coiled around his arm, his upper thigh, it seems like it's tightening, almost as if it's holding on to him. He doesn't move.
Look back to Davynn. Something's got a hold of him.
What has a hold of him?
I don't know.
Where? Who knows? Who could find out?
Maybe him. I will turn to Davynn and be like, you want to ask him yourself?
Yeah. Sure.
And I will hope and pray that whatever has his soul at least let him be able to speak with him.
Okay.
I will allow Davynn to sit front and center with him.
Alright. So, Kern casts his spell, but instead of the corpse itself speaking, one of the tattoos, a gold lion dragon head, lifts away from the skin, becomes translucent for a moment, and addresses Davynn instead.
How many questions do I have?
5.
5? Okay.
Stupid question. You're Fergar, Boshan, right? This spectral dragon thing that I'm talking to. This is Fergar, right?
Speaking to you in Draconic. So only those of you who understand Draconic, which I think is just Davynn and Lily, if I'm not mistaken, would be able to understand. Says no.
Okay, then who the fuck are you?
And the little dragon head, it might be a laugh, or it might just be a ripple in its voice. You can't really tell. And all it says is, a protector.
And if you're a protector, then why won't you let me speak with my dad?
And the little dragon head says, he's gone, little light.
So there's no way to get him back at all? Or just talk to him at all?
Not this way, little light.
Why do you keep on calling me that?
He called you that. And the dragon head returns to its previous position, inked into the skin of our corpse.
Okay.
As you all stand around this, well, all but Lily stand around this scene, a booming knock echoes from the front door, loud enough that you can even hear it in the back.
It's the people from Greylock coming to appraise the house.
I'll go answer.
Yeah, I'll stay
Okay.
here with Davynn because he looks pretty
He might
much in
need a
shock.
minute now.
Yeah.
So Xylund
I'll
tracing
draw my
back to the front door.
Draw my
Draw your mace?
great sword along the way and just sort of have it over my shoulder as I go.
Okay, your sword is calm.
Okay.
Your sword of alarm is calm. It's not screaming at you. So as you make your way back inside and to the front door, stepping into the open double door is a familiar figure who's dusting off her pants and lighting up a black papered cigarette.
Oh,
God damn it.
And she eyes you warily as you approach. What
What
are
are
you
you here for?
reprobates up to?
oh,
What are you
just
here for?
fighting evil, you know? Saving the world again. What about you? Why are you here?
Well, unlike you, I have to work for a living. I have a message from our collective boss.
Hey, maybe you know this. What's my rank?
Nice.
Like, officially or just in my opinion?
Officially, yeah, that was officially.
I don't know. You don't work for me. Or
I think
do
I'm probably
you?
your superior.
She says. Where's the little lordling?
Davynn? Don't call him that. We don't want to give him errors.
Well, the message is for him.
Well, he's in a bit of a...
I'd like to deliver it.
He just killed his dad yesterday, and then we tried to raise him from the dead, and that didn't go so well. So,
What?
do you want to just hang out for a little bit?
Not really. She's kind of looking around the house. Not especially. Do you have any food? I'm hungry.
Rations.
No. I'd really just like to deliver this letter and go. It's been a long night of travel, if you don't
Alright,
mind.
he's over here. Be nice.
She'll follow you. I'm always nice. She'll follow you to the back, to the scene of this dismembered corpse with everyone standing around it.
At this point, Davynn has started kneeling down and just like examining the corpse closer. His eyes are a bit misty and far away, like he's looking for answers or something.
The cat approaches fairly quietly. Kind of kneels down next to you. Hey.
Hey, when did you get here?
I have a message. Just now.
Cool, you can leave it here.
Okay. Her Grace said it was important.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Maybe it's good news about Featherstone. Maybe we don't have to go to court. You want me to open it? I'll open it. Here, hand it over.
Cat. Yeah, Cat's taking it out of her vest, but she pulls it away from Xylund. It's not for you. For him.
Well, I'm kind of his manager, so...
I will take the letter and...
Yeah, she hands it to you directly, looking at Xylund the whole time. Hands it over. Alright, so... Davynn, I actually made you a handout for this.
Ooh!
I know. Now let me see if I can show it to you and... I know! I told you I was prepared! I'm gonna see if I can just show it to you and not everybody, because I'm real bad about that. But you should be able to see it.
I want to see it.
I am looking desperately for anything in the pop-up stuff so that I can click it immediately and it pops up.
You should be able to see it. If not, let me know. I'm bad at Roll20.
I'm gonna slowly read it. At first I start reading it out loud because I think it's something important and that everyone needs to know. Since the creation of the orb, our fate was sealed. We have served as... And then he'll trail off and read the rest in silence, and when he's done he'll crumple it up and then go inside Featherstone.
Does he throw it away when he crumples it up, or...?
No, he's taking it.
Ow.
Cat looks as concerned as you've ever seen her look, even through the haze of smoke. Before you ask, I don't know what it says. Your Grace had a particularly nasty night, and I was awakened at dawn with this message. I'm told to bring it here immediately.
How'd you get here so fast?
I travel.
So can the Sully teleport
Why are you
people?
concerned? No.
Can she use those tree road things?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Alright, Lana's going after Davynn. Should I... Is he gonna...
He'll be fine.
Like, should I report this? Are you guys...
He wasn't in his right mind when he killed his dad.
I offered to do it for him,
He
but
needs-
he beat me to it.
He needs time to process. Be fine though. He's got us. We'll make sure he's okay.
Alright. So, I can leave you alone, and you'll be okay?
I think so.
I don't want to come back here to collect any more bodies.
I don't. We'll make sure to deliver our own bodies.
Okay, it's appreciated.
Oh. Never mind.
By the way, how are you doing? Like, you had a rough couple of days when you were in the castle with us. Feeling better?
I'll be okay. My shoulder's still a little, out of joint, but I'll be alright. Have a little headache. That's to be expected.
I actually have kind of a sort of a legal question. It's been a while since I've been to Grannon School, so I'm a little bit rusty on how these things work.
Kind of snorts at Grannon School.
But let's say that one of Davynn's uncles was responsible for murdering his dad, and we brought that uncle to justice, even though we have a vested sort of interest in proving him guilty, since we want the manor that is technically his, even though it should be Davynn's. Would that sort of taint the case, do you think?
Well, as a member of the Argent Order, you're sort of charged with bringing all crimes to the attention of Greylock authorities. As far as the legality of things, that's not really our job. We just bring in bad people and make sure they get punished. We leave it to the law nerds to figure out the rest.
Alright, I'll go talk to the law nerds then.
So, somebody killed Davynn's dad?
Yeah, his
Besides Davynn?
uncle.
Yeah.
And, well, great uncle and uncle, I think, is the relationship.
I will peek my head back out of the Featherstone and say, "Hey, Cat!
Yeah.
The manor on the way here. There's a guy tied up in there."
We got that covered. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Okay. I was
You
gonna
have
say.
him tied up?
Well, he's
Yeah,
it's fine.
I was gonna say, please don't kill him. He's the only family I actually have left on this side.
Island rolls his eyes. So
Cat
that
is
Davynn
beginning
can't
to look
see.
mildly alarmed. Alright. I hadn't planned on killing anybody today. It's early though.
That'll get Kern chuckling just slightly.
Okay. Let me go look at this person you have tied up.
I'll come with you.
You don't have to.
I know you don't.
I get you've been out here for a while, but
No,
really.
I enjoy your company so much. It'll be nice to have a pleasant stroll through the forest with you, Cat. Get to know you better. I feel like there's been this unspoken tension between us. Maybe we can hash that out. Sexual tension, I
He's
mean.
gonna start talking about the things.
I just
Wait, hold on,
look
say
at
that
Cat
again?
like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, Cat's pretty much got the same bemused expression on her face. You really have been in the field a long time. Oh, I have to go and make sure this person is alive if he
Okay.
deserves to be.
I will meet you guys up at the next manor. You guys finish up here, and I'll be waiting for you up there, okay? I'm going with
Okay.
Cat.
Alright.
I'm kind of out
So
of
you
my
and Kat
depth
head
with this
out.
whole Davynn thing anyway, so.
Right.
Alright. So, those of you who remain in Featherstone, what would you like to do?
I was headed down to the library.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm following them now that whatever Xylund is doing is done. Making sure that was
We
going
don't
to
know.
explode too terribly. But I'll go down and I guess follow Anna or tell upside her if she's not like immediately talking to Davynn. Be like,
Okay.
it's gonna be okay, right? I mean, like, it sucks now, but we'll help him through it, right?
If you're talking, Noel, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, push to talk, Noel.
Well, that was abrupt.
Noel blew
That
up.
too.
Noel
Noel died.
was like,
Can people
oh.
hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
I have been talking for so long.
I thought,
Oh,
I thought this was
no!
just like a push to talk. How dare you? Out.
No, my button wasn't working. I don't know why. I've been talking since the start of the session. I don't know when I cut out.
Okay.
Probably right after you said, "Peace, I'm following Davynn."
Gotcha. That I typed too. I
Oh.
didn't say that.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were you saying, Kern? And yeah, of course we'll help him through it.
That's basically the.
Yeah.
I'm following you down there. I'm assuming Davynn is by himself and maybe not talking.
He is trying to find a place to go curl up and be sad and read this a lot.
Well, Lily's in the library,
Library's big.
where she
There's
has
probably
been all night.
crevices and stuff.
Oh yeah, the library is very large, and it was again very much set up to be Ori's sanctuary. So she's got a lot of tables moved, and there's lots of little bolt holes that she sort of set up for herself to sleep in, that sort of thing. So yes, it's very easy to find a place.
When you get to the library, there is a very auspicious, sorry, not auspicious, there is a very conspicuous book fort that wasn't there before.
Neat. Yeah, I think he's just gonna go off and be sad on his own for a bit, so feel free to look at other people's stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, other people's stuff. Twinkie, are you
Uh,
getting my messages or am I talking to myself?
You might be talking to yourself. Let me check things.
Damn it. I sent you a few whispers and then I gave up and went to Discord, so check whichever you wish. Alright. Does anyone else have anything they want to do currently?
So,
Just
I
want to
think
make
we'll
sure
let-
Cat doesn't take off with our prisoner.
Right. I'm of the Featherstone group, yeah, before
Okay.
I switch over to you.
we're just gonna, let Davynn be sad by himself for a bit. But we'll
Yeah.
still be in the library in case he needs us.
Lily is in the middle
So
of her
there's
book
a yep, sad moment in the library.
that Lily is still
Um,
blissfully unaware of. She's in the middle of her book
Yeah.
fort.
She's
She's
yeah,
in the-
she's totally in her happy place.
Yeah, she's
She's
in her
fine.
book fort and she's reading on I don't know, what was, crap. There was something... Raldrum Greybrew. If she can find any books on him, she'll be reading on him.
Oh yeah, he's pretty famous. Nemetal. Lots of info on him.
Yeah, she's
Alright,
also
so we'll
she's
cut
also
over.
reading on that city that you were telling me about that like has all the Ninmatai trainer people. I am blanking. I don't know why this isn't in my notes.
Amaska.
Amaska, yeah, she's also reading on Amaska.
There's a lot of information on Amaska and Amaskans. Chroniclers, what they're called. Is what people in the continent call them anyway. Yep, a lot of information on them as well. Yes, these books definitely have big words, and most are written in fairly obscure languages. So we will cut over to Kat and Xylund, who are headed back to Alice's Manor to check up on their captive. Well, Xylund's captive anyway. Kat didn't have anything to do with it, for once.
I'll lay out his many crimes as we travel, just so she gets the full picture.
Okay, so she blows out a big puff of smoke. She's gone through about 3 cigarettes so far as you've walked down the path. Okay, so you think this guy murdered Davynn's grandfather?
No, his dad. Wasn't that
His dad? You said Davynn killed his dad.
No, he was brought back. Didn't Amber brought him back? Serve as her evil undead servant.
Okay, so he killed his dad the first time,
The first time, yeah, but then Davynn killed him the second time.
and Davynn killed him the second time.
Right.
Okay. That's gonna be tough to prove in court, I think. Not that I don't believe you.
Well, we zone of truthed him and had all kinds of mind probes going at the same time, and so we're pretty confident that he told us the truth when he confessed to it all. Can we just do that in court? Zone of truth him and mind probe
Yes.
the shit out of him?
Yes.
Okay, well,
Not
let's
the
do that.
mind probe so much, because people get weird about mind probes. You might have noticed that. And she kind of looks at you meaningfully.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Of course not. Blow smoke in your direction. Do you have any other witnesses that might help?
Well, we have the stable guy. Whatever. I knew his name. Let me just rack my brain to figure it out for a sec here. Racks his brain. His name is.
It's like poo going think.
I know I have it written down. Hannah.
Hannah.
We're kind of buds, me and Hannah.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Although
So
we should probably give him employment so that he stays buds with us. Because I just, took away his employment. Although would that be considered bribing a witness? Giving him employment?
I don't know. Is he innocent?
I think so. I didn't zone of truth him.
So, okay. Do you want me to take this guy with me? Not the stable guy, but the uncle.
Well, maybe I didn't make this clear, but we're still kind of okay, never mind. I was gonna say we're
You're
talking
still
in hypotheticals, but it's pretty clear that we're not, since we're about to visit a guy tied to a chair.
Yeah.
But after everything that's happened, it would be a shame if Davynn got screwed out of his inheritance. You know what I mean? So I'd like to sort of sneak him into Greylock my prisoner and introduce him to the law nerds and see what they have to say how best to handle this before I actually turn him over to the Argent Order. I know that's a little bit whiffy, but we are like a secret operation, like special agents. So we're supposed to sort of fly under well, we're supposed to do things a bit clandestine, aren't we?
She kind of laughs, lights another cigarette off of her previous one. In theory, but you retrobates, I'm not so sure.
Like, I'm not sure exactly how it could be argued that Davynn getting his manor is part of serving the greater good, but it would maybe help take the sting off of him decapitating his own father. And we could use him in the coming
We need to stop talking about that. Okay. Just a bit of professional advice. When you go back to Greylock, I wouldn't mention if this guy killed his father the first time, you could just leave it at that.
Time. Okay, all right, that makes sense.
That would be my advice.
But like, are you going to be cool about this, or are you going to keep this under your hat so I can talk to the law nerds first?
She just stops dead in her tracks and just looks at Xylund incredulously. Do you have any concept what I do?
No. Not really. Aside from harass us.
She just shakes her head.
What do you do?
Keeps walking. Shakes her head. Keeps walking.
So was that a yes?
No.
This is what I meant about the tension. I think if we just...
She spins around on her heel, grabs the kind of the collar of your plate, right where it hits your collarbone, and just grabs it and shakes it. I'm a goddamn spy.
Okay.
Of course I can keep it to myself.
All right. Thanks. Thank you.
Just shoves you back.
That wasn't a nose Xylund.
Just make sure this guy isn't dead. Okay.
Yeah, he's fine. He should be fine.
Well, how long has he been tied up?
Day? Barely
Food,
a day.
water?
Nah. Well, I mean, he's pretty horrible. Like, as a human being. You know, we were kind of on the fence about whether or not we should just execute him and, you know, frontier justice style before we left. So he should feel lucky that he's not dead.
Snorts again. You really are the Cleric of Grennan, aren't you?
Yep. Well, Paladin. Although that's pretty much the same thing, status-wise.
All
I don't know what
prisoners
tells you.
should be treated like humans first. Food, water, medical attention. No matter how despicable they are.
Agree to disagree.
Clearly. So finally you guys hit the manor after squabbling for most of the distance. Well, show me where your prisoner is.
I'll take her to the room where I have him tied up, far away from any windows or anywhere that could possibly hear him shout, even though I think we gagged him before we left.
You did. You did gag him before you left. Kind of checks him over.
Is he fine?
He's been tied to a chair for 15, 16 hours. So, he's had no way to use the facility, so the room absolutely smells.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Gross.
Oh god.
We should probably get Hildreth
Yeah.
in here to take care of this.
Yeah, Kat just kind of shakes her head. Alright, well... feed this man at least. and I'll pretend I didn't see him.
All right. Thanks.
I can wipe
appreciate
your
your
man's
discretion.
memory if you want.
Which man?
Your witness.
Well, we need him to be a witness.
If you're sure he'll testify for you.
Well, let's go check on that then.
Oh God.
Okay.
So we'll go search out Iyith.
Alright. Who is in his stable? He seems shaken. Like maybe he hasn't left since you guys were here last. Clearly weirded out by everything that's going on. He sort of starts a little as you approach the door. And then stands up real quick and smooths out his outfit a little. I don't think he's changed since the day before.
I'm gonna. How big is this stable? Like, is there?
It's not. It's basically the door, and then immediately upon entering, there's a little space. It's got a table for him to sort of sit and have his meals at, and it's got all of his tools along those walls. And then it's just effectively a straight hall that's got 4 stalls in it. Right now, there's nothing in the stalls.
I'm in a zone of truth him.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask. So you mentioned. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just checking the save.
Okay.
Charisma. What's the DC? Excuse me.
Oh, he is 14.
Okay. Alright, go ahead.
Did he succeed or fail?
Oh, he failed.
Okay. So you mentioned a tramp who came visiting. I forget exactly if you told us he was murdered or not, but did you have anything to do with that?
No, not at all. I was called in to dispose of the body, but I didn't hear him break into the house or no, I didn't have anything to do with that.
Okay. So there have been a few developments. Your masters killed him. One of them was in the house in some kind of undead state. We dispatched him. The other, being a murderer, we tied to a chair, and we're going to bring him to justice, so you're kind of out of a job. But if everything goes according to plan, we're going to be taking charge of Featherstone, which we've evicted all the ghosts out of there, and you're welcome to come down there and tend whatever, just be a groundskeeper type of thing, because you seem like a good guy, and all that. But anyway, before that can happen, we need you to go up to Greylock and testify as to this Trent business. And like right now, I've got this zone of truth thing on you, and they're going to probably do the same thing, so you won't be able to lie. So if you have anything you want to spill out that could incriminate you or anything like that, you might want to do it now, since we're all friends here.
So his eyes have just been getting wider and wider and wider the longer you speak, and he's like visibly starting to sweat now, even though it's not a warm day yet. I haven't lied. I've told you everything.
Yeah, I believe you. I've got the zone of truth thing, so I'd know if you hadn't. Just want to make sure that you're clear on all the facts. I'm not intimidating you or anything, or trying to twist your arm here. I want you to know that things are in a state of flux at the moment. Like, a lot of change is coming, and it might be a little bit bumpy, but you can trust me. I'll carry you through, and at the end of it, you'll have a cushy job down at Featherstone. All right?
So you want me to go all the way to the city?
Yeah.
And
temporarily.
oh, okay. I guess I can do that. and just tell him what I told you?
Yep. Yeah, that should be enough. I think. I mean, we're
Well,
going to
what
confer
about-
with the law nerds once we get there, but yeah. What about what?
Well, what about the empty grave and all that?
Oh, well, maybe keep that part under your hat since we don't want to confuse the issue. I mean, if they ask you
Okay.
about it, then I guess answer honestly, but just don't bring it up of your own volition. I mean, what's the point? We're just dealing with the murder part here.
Okay. What's gonna happen with the house? And
Well, hopefully.
what about?
What about what?
Well, there are 2 masters of the house. You've only talked about one.
Yeah, the other one's dead.
I'm sorry?
Well, he was already. Didn't I mention that he was possessed or something, or undead, or I think. Yeah, he's dead now.
He sits down in his little chair.
There's a lot of weird stuff going on here. Hopefully, it's all sorted.
He was alive, just...
When was the last time you saw him?
Well, he's ill a lot, but Master Tobin says they're frail and he doesn't leave the house much anymore. I haven't seen him with my own eyes, and I'm not even sure anymore.
We found him tied
Years
to a
at
chair,
least.
and he was in quite a state. He was like not in his right mind, like possessed by some outside force. That's true, isn't it? Like, I'm in a zone of truth, so I can't actually lie to this guy.
No, that's true.
Okay.
As far as you know, it's true. Yeah. He's processing all of this. Like, it seemed to have hit him pretty hard.
Were you fond of your masters? Because, I mean, I don't want to judge, but they seemed like dicks. I suppose maybe they were kind to you. I guess some people can be good in some ways and bad in others. I guess most people.
Pay was on time, and work wasn't hard, and it was fine.
Well, look at it this way.
Old...
If everything works out, Davynn, who is, technically the last true Marin, maybe he'll be getting both these houses, and then you'll get a promotion to be able to take care of both of them. Maybe you'll even get to hire like a underling, a stable boy or something. That would be cool. Be the boss.
And just sort of nod slowly. Well, I appreciate the offer. I'll start making my way to the city then.
Actually, we will accompany you. There are a few things you can help me out with around here before we leave. A few small jobs. We left your living master tied up inside, and he seems to have shot himself. So
Jesus Christ, Xylund.
Oh!
Don't make the guy change his...
Why do you let him go unchaperoned? I don't understand.
Because I felt bad for Davynn.
Everybody else was focused on something else. Nobody's
I
mind
know.
works quite like Xylund's does, so he's the only one who thought to do this.
God damn it. Don't make him clean his own.
So yeah, again, the stable master's eyes grow wide, and that seems to bring him back down to earth. He did what?
Well, I'll be honest, it kind of slipped my mind that he might do that. I probably should have left him with some kind of bucket situation underneath the chair. So that's on me. But I'll help. I won't let you. I won't make you do it by yourself. It needs to be done.
That's enough D&D for today. Good night, guys.
I want to know what Cat's face looks like at this point. Actually.
Yeah, Cat is standing behind Xylund the entire time, so yeah, her face looks.
Hey, actually, we did leave him chaperone. Cat's been our chaperone this entire
Cat-
time.
This is Cat's fault.
Cat is highly trained, professional, not to give away her emotions through her facial expressions, and she is utterly forgetting that training as soon as Xylund mentions that the master of the house shat himself. There's a massive cough from behind Xylund as she chokes on her cigarette. She kind of pushes Xylund off to one side, by his shoulder, pushes past him, and approaches the poor stable master. And, she looks him square in the eye, and she speaks very softly, in a very controlled voice, very different from her normal speaking voice. And she says, "It's quite alright. You're totally calm. This is normal. You can breathe. It's okay."
Thank God
And
she exists.
he does. He totally relaxes. He nods at her and then nods at you, Xylund. Says, "Your job's a job, I guess." Yes.
It's just like
Okay.
cleaning up after horses. Same thing, same principle.
God, stop talking, please.
And he nods in agreement. He seems a little more cheerful than he was a second ago when the world was crashing down on him. And Kat kind of has one hand on his shoulder as he stands, and she's walking behind him, not quite pushing him out the door, but she's got a hand on his shoulder the entire time as he walks out the door and strides toward the house. Her eyes never leave your face, Xylund, as she walks past you. Even though she's touching dude and walking with him, she's staring you down the entire time, lighting a whole new cigarette.
I give her my best charming grin. I'll roll charisma on that.
I don't
Yes,
think
please.
any grin can save you here.
It's gonna be a high DC, but go ahead. Oh, that's pretty.
Actually,
that's pretty
surprisingly
charming,
good.
Fortunately,
So
beat the
you
25.
and Kat deal. Yeah, no shit. You and Kat can deal with Tobin
Before we cut away,
as you get him cleaned up. Mm-hmm.
I just wanted, while we're, since this guy, for one thing, seems a little bit more calm, I'm just going to let him do the lion's share of this cleaning duty.
Yeah. I
So
kind
while
of.
he's doing that, I'll sort of draw Cat off to one side and I'll say, actually, maybe you could do me a favor, and since you seem to be a little bit better at handling this guy, maybe you could take him with you and sort of deliver him to the, I know this is a big favor I'm asking, but if you could deliver him to the Clerics of Grannon. I've kind of got a law guy working on the case there. Sort of let him know what's going on, tell him this is our witness. Sort of let them just, and tell them I'm, following behind with the culprit. Would you mind doing that? I mean, I'll do, like, quid pro quo. That's a legal term, isn't it? It means you do something, I do something. I'll pay you back. How would you like me to pay you back?
Takes a long draw of her cigarette. So you want another favor?
Yes.
I'm amazed you think I'd leave
Okay.
that alone.
No,
Okay.
I'm just saying, could you deliver him to the?
Yeah, I got it. Please
Okay.
don't repeat yourself. I can't take it.
All right.
My head already hurts.
But
Yes, I will.
okay.
What?
Nothing.
No, what?
Okay. We did save you
Say
from
it.
like mind
Damn it.
poison or whatever happened back in Iraq. I mean, I'm not saying that should. I'm not saying we're square. I will definitely pay you back for this. I'm just saying maybe consider that as you're thinking about what I should be doing to pay you back.
Oh God.
Oh god.
She just shakes her head. I am amazed that you think I will never have to pull your ass out of the fire again.
We appreciate you,
But-
Kat.
I was just supposed to deliver a letter, you know? I'm still on leave.
I'm
And-
sorry.
Now I'm ankle deep in shit. Literal shit.
But I mean, just take Hannah. I'll take care of this guy.
Yeah. I'm not gonna leave him alone with you. Yeah. I got
feel so bad for all parties involved here.
Actually,
Except for Xylund. I don't feel bad for Xylund.
I feel bad for Xylund. No. Go ahead.
yeah, just Hannah. If you could escort him back, I'll deal with
Yeah.
Mr. Poopy Pants over here.
Well, he's not poop pants anymore. And like Iyith is kind of, I mean, he's not quite whistling while he works, but he's certainly, he's definitely a lot more cheerful than you would have imagined from somebody who's cleaning up a grown man's poop. But he's talking to him as if you would talk to a toddler. But he's addressing Tobin. He's like, oh, what a mess we've got here. And as he goes and gets clothes, and he's doing this whole thing while you and Kat are having your conversation. But he, gets him cleaned up, and brings in water, and he doesn't ungag him, but he goes about trying to find some food, and yeah, he's actually, he seems to be doing this job somewhat cheerfully. And Kat just kind of watches from a distance. Yeah, I'll take care of him. Maybe you should not be here anymore.
I gotta take care of Tobin though. After you
gonna
guys
do
leave.
that right now?
No, after you guys leave. Just I'm gonna, take him for a walk or something. I don't know. I gotta wait here for the others to catch up.
Okay.
Don't worry.
He
he's
just
in
kind of
good
waits
hands.
for Hannah to finish. Yeah, I see what kind of hands he's in. Remember, he needs to eat.
Yeah. I got it. No worries.
A lot of worries. So she waits for Hannah to finish, and then again, using that very low, calm voice, tells him that we're gonna head off to the city now. And he seems perfectly happy to follow her. And she tells him, don't worry about your things, you won't need your things, just follow me. We've got a long way to travel.
So
And
did,
off they go. So you
did
are
they-
left alone with Tobin.
Did they feed him before they left?
They brought food. Hans didn't take out his gag, but he did bring food. So there's some bread and some cheese and fruit that have been put on a platter and set off on a sideboard, as well as a glass of what looks to be wine. But he didn't actually feed him or anything. He just changed his clothes and cleaned him up, cleaned up the area, and brought in the food and wine.
I will drink the wine in front of him and take a few nibbles from the food before I
Oh.
reluctantly take off his gag and offer some to him. Like I'll put the bread close to his mouth so he can bite it and chew it. And then I'll re-gag him.
He
I'm not going
does.
to take him for a walk. That was bullets from my career.
Yeah, I'm sure. So you're hand feeding Tobin. Is there anything else you'd like to do before we go back to Featherstone and leave
that's
the
it.
sad, sorry state of the scene? Okay. All right, Featherstone.
After a couple hours, Davynn will wander over to the rest of the group, where I think Lily is giving Kern a lesson.
Apparently.
She noticed the book he was reading, which just happened to be on Odeluke's theorem on magical containers, and assumed he was actually reading instead of pretending to read. And so
And I'm in too deep right now, so I'm just like nodding and going along with it.
Oh, and if and in order to understand this, you're gonna need this reference book. Takes out heavy.
Oh, hi, Davynn. How are you doing there?
Hey guys. Davynn's got a couple books, actually, himself. The letter is like crumpled up and sticking out of one of the pages as a bookmark. It says, hey, if you, I know, Lily, you've probably read everything here by now, but, like, super useful stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was, sorry, I've made a bit of a mess. I got a little overboard.
No, that's okay. It's a good thing somebody's getting some use out of this.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Just, I found a couple things, in the library, and just kept on thinking, wow, if I had taken the time to read this stuff beforehand, then maybe my brain wouldn't have been taken over so easy, and yeah, just lots of regrets, I guess.
Okay.
I just wanted to. I have so much stuff I wanted to ask him, and tell him.
I assume that, based on that, Kern wasn't able to allow that.
No, it wasn't.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's not your fault. If anybody's fault, it's mine. I mean,
No.
I was the one who almost got us all killed during that.
No.
No.
Not your fault, Davynn.
Don't.
Whoever was made that golden serpent thing, trying to take advantage of your family, it's their fault.
I don't think we can. I don't think there's really blame to be assigned here. It's just a tragic situation brought about. It's not your fault, Davynn. There's
I guess.
far too many things outside of your control. Most of
They
it
should be.
we weren't even here for.
Yeah, I guess. It's just here. I'm gonna take the letter and give it to Lily.
Okay. I will read it quietly and quickly.
See, right there, like at the end, it says it was because of me they're free, but really it wasn't. I mean, if I had come here alone without you guys, then I wouldn't have been able to save anybody, and I just would have been brain controlled again.
Well, a general doesn't go fight an army or fight a war without an army.
Yeah, but a hero does.
But he wins the war. You know you need us. We help you.
Davynn, I know the stories. My sister recites them non-stop sometimes.
Yeah, they,
And while
they're
the
not
hero,
real. They aren't that
No.
realistic. I've been figuring that out slowly.
what you forget, Davynn, is while the hero is always the focus, he's also never alone. In fact, most of the ones that she's been on and on and on reciting as if trying to get me to learn some kind of lesson, most of them say the reason why they succeeded is because of their bonds of friendship, not in spite of them. Friends
Yes.
support each other, and there have been many times when I've needed help and you never hesitated to provide it. In fact, there's a very good chance that I wouldn't have been here to help you, and my sister wouldn't have been here to help you if you had not helped us first.
Maybe. I'm gonna go put him back in his grave. Lily, I don't... Do you remember how these books explode if you try to take them out?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I kinda wanna keep on reading for a bit, so... I know you guys have important things to do, so maybe... I don't know, just leave me here for a couple days so I can...
You
figure
go
out
check
what
in
I think.
on your uncle as
Yeah.
well.
I think Xylund went to take care of that, right? Yeah, him and Karen.
All of a sudden,
Everyone
the
just looks to
realization of
each
that
other.
statement hits Kern. He's like,
Excuse
Wait.
me, Xylund went
we left
alone.
Oh, fuck.
Xylund alone. Yet.
Do we draw sticks for who goes after him?
I feel like at this point we need at least like two people to go after him.
Yeah.
Well, he never listens to me.
I suggest the two of you go after him. I'll stay here with Davynn.
What the fuck?
Fuck, how long have you been here?
Exactly.
Holy crap, where'd you get here?
From the shadows.
I've been here a while.
Davynn,
What?
I don't wish to intrude, so I'll ask, would you mind terribly if I stayed here? I'll stay in my...
Go ahead.
Well,
That's fine.
if you need anything, to talk or to... or a distraction, or help
do
with
what I
any of
can.
your reading, just let me know. I'm here for you.
Yeah, I might need your help with figuring out some of this stuff. She
Anytime.
motions to one of the books.
Yeah, she'll motion to the reference book that's as big as her head, and say, "Believe me, I'm well equipped to help." Ask Kern.
As Lily turns, I'm like cornered Hildreth into the wall. It's like, how the fuck did you get here? What the hell?
I
I thought you were leaving.
I-
You know about this like snake style, like I'm talking a million miles per hour at him. Just
I must speak with Davynn.
bullshit. Like you
I'm-
just show up out of nowhere and it's like, oh, I gotta speak with Dan.
I didn't show up out of nowhere. I've been against the
Who
wall the whole
are
time.
you?
I guess I'm popular today. Hi, what's up?
I have something for you.
What do you have?
And with that, Hildreth is going to reach into his bag and pull out a handful of rabbit entrails, just for Davynn.
Why?
Well, you seem to be going through trouble here with having killed your father, and I remember losing my father, and I found the best thing to help me cope was to take the things he learned and taught to me and apply them in the real world. And he was a hunter, and well, the first thing I ever killed was a rabbit, and I find that the entrails are the most important part. So
Naughty
here you
leaps.
go.
Naughty leaps out of the book fort and just like grabs onto the hanging part of the entrails and dashes off with them.
Well, thank you, Hildreth.
You might have to fight the cat for your entrails. Sorry.
The cat can have them. Kern, also, thank you for taking care of the body yesterday.
No problem.
Just give me a bit with it. I think I want to try saying some things to him before we leave here.
I do want to do this though before Davynn goes back and talks. Hold on, where is it? This, yes. Yeah, just to stop him from becoming undead again, just in case. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
doing that. But yeah, no problem. It's you deserve to at least know him a little bit. He was, from what I heard, a great man.
Heard as much as I did. Alright.
Well, we'll leave you here. A couple of us will go make sure Xylund's not being Xylund. Gonna be okay?
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit.
I know.
Yeah. A little while after they leave, Lily is going to try and find Davynn in the library wherever he's holed himself up.
Davynn is currently burying his dad.
Oh, never mind. She'll wait.
Yeah.
I guess Hildreth will follow Kern wherever he goes.
Okay. That's
I-
gonna work out swell.
I mean, part of Kern is like, I'm not letting this guy out of my fucking sight. He's creepy as hell. Shows up.
So as soon as I'm done, like, patting down the last bits of dirt, I'll take a step back to survey my handiwork and take out a little sheet of paper. Davynn will take a second to collect himself as he reads over the bullet points he wrote down, the things that he wanted to go over. Hey, Dad. Sorry for killing you like that. Well, not sorry for killing you like you didn't literally ask for it, but sorry it had to happen. I had some things I wanted to tell you, and I made an outline. So I'm just gonna start reading, okay? I think I'm gonna drop the Marin name for a bit. There's too much wrapped up in it. I'll stick with Davynn from Whitfeld. Maybe Davynn Voshan from Whitfeld. I don't know. Still thinking about it. I had some time to think, and I realized I understand why you didn't ever visit us. You wanted to protect me from Gramra, because if she knew that I existed, then she'd want to do what she did to you, to me as well. She'd have tried to turn me into whatever you became, and sorry again for that I couldn't do more to save you, but hey, I finished what you started, so that's a runner-up. And also, because of you, I'm gonna be alright. I didn't get turned into an undead slave, plus I've still got Mom and like Gramra, and that's better than a lot of the characters I've read about. Like Jack Dangerous lost both his parents and his younger brother when the Dark Lord Atrophis destroyed his town. in his tragic backstory. And then I also kind of realized that this is my tragic backstory now. Killing my own dad after he became an undead slave to the evil half of my dead grandmother is... It's like it's not as bad as the other one, but it's still a big one. People are gonna cry lots when they read about it. Or, I mean, they better cry lots. I've cried lots going through it. Okay, let's see. He flips through his papers a little bit more. This is my tragic backstory, and I don't like it. Gonna make magic less evil. Oh, right, yes. So I want to try to make people less afraid of magic. I know that it's weird given what I saw magic do, but I feel like if people weren't so afraid of it, none of this would have had to happen. Like, maybe Amber wouldn't have been the outcast of her family, or she wouldn't have needed to resort to such terrible, desperate things. Or maybe at least somebody could have seen what she was doing and stopped her, but people being afraid of it didn't help. I get it. I used to be super afraid of it. Like, I'd constantly be worried that one day I'd accidentally blow up a house, or turn my neighbor into a gecko or something. I even stopped calling people friends for a bit because I didn't know how to control this one spell. But then I learned more about it, and I got comfortable with what I was. And that helped more than being afraid of it did. I mean, I've been able to make this into something useful. Or try, anyways. Didn't really help during the fight. I almost got Lana and Xylund killed with the haste thing, and none of the magic helped me to shake off the brain shit that Amber was doing to me. Even tried to practice with Lily before we got here, but that didn't make any difference at all either. I just felt so powerless and confused. Like, I wanted to run away and hide, and whenever I looked up, I saw my friends almost dying around me. For me. And I just didn't know what to do about it. It felt like the only thing I could do was just give up. Go down swinging, and that way she'd get what she wanted. And maybe she'd leave them alone, and they'd be okay. So, I tried to go down. And then I didn't. And then I didn't understand why things didn't feel done, so I killed you, so that I could leave. Honestly, I'm not doing great. I keep on going over things in my head, trying to figure out what I could have done different, but that's over. So, I'll survive. There's still a few things I need to do before I can put everything away, get rid of the dragon orb, destroy it. But I think the worst of it's over, or I really hope so. Hey, you know, when I found this place for the first time, I was really hoping that maybe I could find this whole new side of the family. There was so much stuff that I could discover, so many people I could meet, and I was hoping that I would find a big group of people just like me who were adventuring and going out and having interesting lives and doing good and stuff like that. People with money and power and cool stories. And I did, but just not related by blood. So it's alright. I mean, your evil cousin proves that family doesn't make you good, and these guys prove you don't need to be related by blood to be family. Still would have been nice to meet you guys in person, though. I should probably go. I'll miss you. Like, I didn't know of you, but I knew of you. Mom told me lots of stories about what you did, and then I found out more about what you were doing and what you were like from the journals and the letters, and I always thought that things would get so much better if I just got to actually meet you. And I guess that's enough to miss you. Still totally kicked your ass that first bit though. Like, that was pretty metal.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Dad. See you whenever. And then I'll head back down to the library.
Okay, on that note, we will take our mid-session break to refresh our audio. So if you need,
Lunch.
yep, if you need some food or a drink or a moment to collect yourselves, now's the time to do it. And
But
then
that's
we will
why I
pick
did gentle
back up
repose.
again.
He's not supposed to rise from the
He's not supposed to rise from the dead as undead. Maybe he rose from the dead. Maybe it was just a really delayed raised dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he's not undead, maybe he's unliving.
What is the casting time on Raised Dead?
The turnstile of life and death got a little jammed there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your order was in queue. It hadn't
and
gotten
now-
processed yet.
And now he's buried alive and freaking out.
Yeah,
Inalene is very
that's
busy.
fine. Yeah, Inalene is busy, but she appreciates your prayer, and she'll get with you just as soon as she can.
She's busy dealing with a hurricane off the coast. A lot of
I
people
mean-
are praying
She
right
probably
I'm
now.
gonna go grab
caused the
some lunch, I'll be
hurricane,
back.
to be frank.
Yeah.
She caused the hurricane, then got a lot of prayers regarding
Yeah.
saving from the hurricane. She's a little busy.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
And you know, I kind of was like, hey, come save our asses directly. I need explicit intervention right now, not just power.
I need personal attention.
Yeah,
Mom,
you know,
why don't
you
you
gotta-
ever pay attention to me? You like all my brothers and sisters more.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Quick break, and then we'll come back and pick this up and be sad all over again.
That was a good speech, Michael.
It was
I'm
very
glad
good
that y'all
speech.
liked
Yeah.
it.
I was
Yeah.
really sad.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like-
legitimately sad.
Yeah.
Alright. We are back.
So Davin
Yep,
just
everyone
went back
just
to the
back.
library.
Yes, Davynn went back to the
And
library.
Everyone else is on their
Xylund
way
is
to
at-
Featherstone. I mean,
Well,
the manor.
is everyone going to the manor? Is everyone going to analysis?
I mean,
Lily's
I feel like
still
somebody
at
should be
Featherstone.
left with Davin. Just
Yeah,
so-
Lily's
I
staying.
can stay if you guys want to go handle Xylund.
No, Lily stayed behind with Davin.
Okay, I'll go to Xylund.
Okay.
It's like a couple hours walk, either both ways. Like a couple hours to get there, a couple hours back. So
Yeah, but
why
Kern
don't
has
you just
sending.
wait until you're all ready to go?
I'm just gonna ask Lana if she wants to ride the Pegasus there.
Oh yeah, that's faster. Everybody
Okay.
all aboard.
A little while.
We can
after...
fit 3 people on there with a little.
Hold on, I need art of Kern on a Pegasus now.
Ina, get out of
I
here.
I need art of Kern, like hugging Lana around like the way he's trying to hold on as she's driving the Pegasus.
Also, he has armor. I'm probably gonna have to turn him into a squirrel while we're on the Pegasus.
I was gonna say I could take off the armor, then I was like, no. Knowing Xylund, he's probably caused some rabid deer to get in a fight with him that's
All right,
2 levels higher than him, and we're gonna have to save him at the last moment.
all right. We can fit 3 people
When
on
does
this
that
horse if you're a squirrel.
Okay. Awesome. I'll accept being a squirrel.
Good, I don't have to be.
Anyways, a little bit after Davin comes back to the library, Lily is gonna go search for his hiding place. she's gonna like stop at the end of the aisle that he's in, like having a fairly slim book hugged to her chest, and she's gonna kind of peek around the corner and be like, do you mind if I sit with you for a bit?
Whatever you say, yes, please distract me.
So she's gonna be like, okay, and like walk in and sit down next to him. So I have something that I've been holding on to for quite some time. It's rather silly of me, but when I was younger, there was this book of legends that my sister absolutely adored. I thought it was nonsense, but there was this one legend, this one tale specifically, that always kind of captivated me, especially after, well, you know. She's gonna open the book, and I imagine it's kind of like almost a picture book kind of deal, with like story on one side and illustration on the other, and it's like an illustration of this, grand sorcerer type of person just kind of like holding a hand out and magical things are happening. This was a favorite story of mine simply because the magic that this person uses is unlike anything you can find today, except for perhaps a divine intervention. Miracles. It's interesting because the way it's worded, this magus, he spoke his will to reality, and reality responded. And that interested me, but I thought it was just a legend. But, and then she pulls out her mother's journal. And here, my mother, she did a lot of research, mainly into planar magics. But here she mentions the power of a wish. And it's vague. But she was never one to put idle fantasies into her research books. I don't know if this is... I've been looking for this. In addition to all this other things, I've been looking for this specifically. The power of a wish.
To help with Lana?
Yes. Primarily. It also maybe to fix things. If I could.
What else needs fixing? What else needs fixing?
Honestly, I also wanted to see my mother again. It seemed unfair that she left us alone. And that her research, it was very, very good. She wanted to bridge the gap between our plane and others, and establish trade and friendly discourse and cultural exchanges. She wanted to broaden our world beyond what it was. But instead, anybody who finds out about her research assumes that she was going to break the world further, like most mages. And I wanted to fix that. I wanted to see her wish become reality, as well as my sister. I also want my sister to have her whole life.
Lily, I'm on board for helping your sister, but what your mother was trying to do sounds dangerously close to what Amber Marin was trying to do.
There was definitely parallels which had and has me concerned. But I think the difference comes down to intent. I don't know, and I don't know what the right answer is here, and I'm hoping that if I do find this, you'll help me make the right decision, because at the core of it, Davynn, Xylund is paranoid, and his view on reality is rather skewed. Kern is also paranoid, but more cautious. My sister has a knee-jerk reaction whenever I start talking about this kind of thing, but I know you would view it in a matter of what's best for the world.
I'll think about it, but that's a kind of a lot to ask me to get on board with, especially now.
The reason why I bring this up is not any of that. And I don't know how welcome this is, especially with everything so new and raw, but the power of a wish. When you were speaking earlier, you said that. I wish. And it made me think, if I find this,
then maybe I could also get my wish.
yes. Based off of that letter, I don't know if he would want to come back, but you could at least speak to him. Nothing else. And you've never judged me, who and what I am. You've never viewed me with suspicion. You've never worried whether or not I was going to do the right thing.
I did think you were gonna eat people for a bit. That was your own fault, though.
Well, that was me and my sister having a bit of fun. But even then, you never really let that taint your interactions with us.
I mean, I totally did. It's just you guys didn't know this.
Alright, well, moving on. Even that business with the orb. Kern and my sister both didn't trust me with it, and Kern is, as nice as he is, pretty much everybody but you, well, Ulrich, but that was his own reasons for that. You didn't suspect me of doing anything untoward with it. In fact, you even trusted me in your own head. And that meant a lot to me. So,
okay,
I wanted to share this with you, and thought maybe you could get your wish as well. Whatever it is.
Tell you what, I'll think about it, but thank you for telling me. I don't know if I can watch this happen a second time, though. If we do this, then we have to be 100% sure that nothing like what happened to my family is going to happen again.
And that's why I wanted you to help me. Not to put pressure on you, but I can be impulsive. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I can be very impulsive. And having you there to help prevent something like this, I think that would only be good. I'm not saying I'm going to place the burden of it all on you.
I understand. I'm on board. And if you don't mind me asking for help with something a lot less complicated, I cannot seem to get this to work.
Oh, Okay. Yeah. So you've switched these runes around, actually. Here, try it like this. And hold on.
It's so much harder when you're trying to do magic, like non-innate magic. This is so much more difficult.
Yes, it is. But if you switch this rune here, and let me just temporarily drag this over to my spell sheet so I can do the same thing. I was not prepared.
You mean like this? No, not that.
Almost. And then move this a little to the left. And you get... where is it? Like so.
Okay, I'll work on it.
Also, your hand motion, it was a bit too sharp. It needs to be more of a swoosh.
Oh, okay. So the swoosh and then the flick.
Yes. Why don't you give it a shot?
All right.
And then let me delete this because I didn't learn
we'll
it.
see. We'll try it a bit more later.
You're making progress. Absolutely, I'm willing to help. Most arcane magic that I'm familiar with, it comes down to sympathetic magic. Certain movements and pronunciations, with just a touch of belief, can cause the world to resonate with the effect you want.
Right. Well, thanks, and also, I wonder what's happening with Xylund right now.
Squeak,
Knowing
squeak,
him-
squeak, squeak, squeak.
Knowing him, the man is probably on fire, and the dead are probably rising again.
Careful about what you say there.
Sorry.
No, that's alright. Just don't jinx it.
True. Yeah, I have this primer on runic languages that you might find helpful.
Yay! More books. He'll put it on top of a ever-growing stack.
I will say that I am proud of you. You're not just collapsing in the face of all this. Not like I did for many years. You
Give me a day. Give me it'll happen. It's gonna happen. I've been around you guys for a while, and it's helping me to not, but, you know, give me a bit on my own and it'll happen.
well, you're trying to learn and make sure that it never happens again. And I admire that.
It's the best I can do.
And then Lily is gonna crack open her home and kind of just nudge and be like, well, here's hoping Kern and my sister can get there in time to stop Xylund from doing anything too foolish.
Yeah, hopefully.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
And
squeak.
scene.
Curtain fall.
Alright. Cool.
Land the horse.
Yeah.
Look for Xylund.
Land the horse.
Unsquirrel Kern.
You guys are... Yeah, unscroll Kern. Okay. And you do have Hildreth with you, as mentioned previously.
You can be on the horse, that's fine.
Alright.
Yay, I have permission to be on the horse.
You need permission. I can unsummon this horse at 5,000 feet.
That would be bad. So you make its analysis manner. You don't see Xylund immediately.
I follow the sounds of chaos.
Everything's calm. Everything's under control.
Yeah, there are no sounds of chaos.
Yet.
You guys came too late for the chaos.
Yeah, I'm
Chaos
just
is
hanging
over.
out, sort of in the room with what's his face, Tobin. Occasionally knocking shit onto the floor to make him jump in his chair. Normal stuff.
Like a cat.
So that's what you walk in on.
Uh,
Yes, you walk in on a terrified Tobin still tied to his chair. Is he still gagged?
Yeah, I put the gag back on after I fed him.
Why does it smell?
Okay.
Oh my
Still gagged.
god.
Yeah, definitely smells a little ripe in there.
Oh, well, I would have moved into a different room. I'm not hanging out in there.
Oh, you took it to a different room? Okay.
God damn it, Michael.
No longer toasting in number 2. You've been cleaned up, changed rooms, so if you poke your head into the original room, all you're greeted with is the smell of, yeah. But you do find Xylund having moved Tobin and his chair and his ropes and his gag into the living room
I'll move
as
into the
Xylund
room
makes his rounds.
with the
Which
highest
room?
amount of breakables for me to casually knock
That'd
onto
be
the
the
floor.
living room.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that would definitely be the living room. There's all kinds of little statuettes and vases and things that you can fiddle with.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Lots of things to knock on the floor.
go up and make sure that he's not dying of sepsis or whatever.
Okay. He seems okay. Like, he seems frightened, clearly. Like, he's definitely sweating, and but he's not really injured any longer. He's got a different outfit on than last time you saw him. He seems more terrified than anything, judging by the partial facial expression you can make out.
Turn to Xylund.
Are we ready
Did
to
you-
get him?
Feed him and give him some water.
Yeah. What's Lizard Guy doing? I mean, Hildreth.
I
Uh,
don't know.
You gave me those parts. You can't have them back.
Hi.
You said I could have them. Just so we're clear. Alright, so is Davynn with you? Are we leaving now?
Davynn is still processing everything.
You guys came to check
Oh.
up on me.
Yes.
And I don't know what we should do with him, but I feel like leaving him a couple hours away is not the best idea.
Well, how long are we going to hang out here? We've done our job. We need
As
to
long
get
as
back to
Davynn
Greylock.
needs.
Oh my god. Alright, I will take Tobin back to Greylock then. Because I agree, but I don't want to babysit this asshole for the rest of my life.
Well, then... Let me ask real quick what we want to do with him. Probably should have sorted this out beforehand.
Well, the Argent Order already knows about his crimes and stuff, so if we don't show up in Greylock with him, there might be questions.
But that's like a more eventuality sort of thing. I'm not expecting to stay here for months on end. If that's the case, then we need to have serious talk with Davynn. But give him enough time to grieve. I'll go back up and be like, do the whole sending thing to Davynn's like, hey, hope you're doing okay. What do you want us to do with your uncle? Xylund's offering to take him back to Greylock to stand trial, or do you want him here? Or do you want us to take him back?
Was that all? Is there... Did you use all your words? Oh, okay, I'm responding.
Yeah.
He can take him back. I'm gonna stay here and
Great.
And what? Fine, I'll burn another third level spell and figure out what the hell he wants to do. These are all my third level spells for the day. So. Nobody's getting revivified.
You can upcast.
Nope, it's impossible.
Okay.
Alright. Be like, and what? Yeah, we can... shit, what was I gonna say? Yeah, you can take him back. Xylund can take him back to Greylock if you want, and then we'll head back to the manor, I guess. I don't know, your uncle's looking pretty rough.
He's fine. I'll take down his gag. Tell him you're fine.
This is me talking to Dav.
He stammers.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh.
Lily and me are doing some research. I'm learning some new techniques that might help in the future. Might be a few days. You guys are free to go whenever.
Okay. Alright. I'll relay everything back to the group. Be like, yeah. We can take him back to Greylock if we want to. Look to Lana. Be like, Davynn's gonna stay there with Lily for a bit. We can either go back, relax, or help Xylund take.
I don't think we should send Xylund back with him alone.
Yeah, I agree.
You're not a baby.
Xylund's standing right there.
I know.
I can handle this. I'm a
The room
paladin
smells
of
like
Granite.
shit, Xylund.
Well, that was a lack of foresight on my part. That's fair. I won't do it again. Look, I'm gonna ride Snowfunks at full speed. We'll get there in no time. There's no chance of him shitting his pants on the way.
Wait, he shit his pants?
No? Who said that?
Hold on, 1 second. I gotta leave for a quick second.
Okay.
Okay.
I legitimately couldn't tell if that was Kern or Sid.
I think that was.
Either
Oh, yeah,
way.
it was. It
it's
just
fine.
took me a minute.
At first I thought it was Kern, and I was like, oh no, that's Sid.
He's been inspired. He's going to the doorstep.
He is going to poop on Xylund's doorstep.
He doesn't know where Xylund lives, but he'll eventually find it. There's only so many doorsteps in Greylock.
Also, Hildreth, what are you doing here?
I was hoping we could come to some sort of agreement.
What do you want?
I'd like to follow you and help you with whatever it is you're doing, making old men shit themselves, if that's what it is.
Why?
I didn't make him shit himself. That was his choice. That was your choice, I pointed out.
In exchange. I'm trying not to laugh while saying this. In exchange, I'm a bit of a collector, and I would appreciate it if I got dibs on the sorts of things I would require for my studies if I were to travel with you.
You want dibs? On what kind of stuff?
You know, stuff.
We might
No.
like the same kind of
Eyeballs,
stuff.
entrails,
Oh, okay,
rare
fine.
herbs,
Yeah, go for it. You can have that stuff.
memories, tears.
Well-
that sort
Wait,
of
what?
thing.
Memories.
Slow down.
Let's just start with the eyeballs and entrails and then see where it goes from there. How about? See where the relationship takes us.
I suppose that's amenable.
Well, some of us can go back to Greylock or to make sure this is all taken care of.
It is taken care of. I'm taking care of it.
He looks like he's taking care of it.
Exactly. I mean, you're welcome to come, but you're not gonna be my caretaker.
Kern just shakes his head.
We're gonna have to sneak this guy in, by the way, and sort of take him to the law nerds at Grennan to at the Grennan Temple to sort of weigh our options. They're gonna want to interrogate him for our case and such, and then we'll decide what to do with him after that.
I think the word that you were looking for was question him. Interrogation has like a negative connotation.
The other, same thing. Potato, potato.
Yeah, I need to go back with Xylund.
Yeah.
I'd rather not go to a place where interrogations happen, so I'll go back to the others.
Okay.
Well, we have no reason to interrogate you, or do we?
That
Alright.
indecision is why I'm choosing to go back.
Alright. Lana.
Yeah.
Do
you want some moral support for this?
No, I've got this. I just feel bad for leaving Davynn at this time, and I don't think he needs another one of his friends right now.
Yeah, you're good with feelings. You should go back, and also Lily might be corrupting him.
Lily is fine.
Well, she's fine.
Rude.
Lana, can you
Yeah.
go make sure they're okay? And tell Davynn I'm really sorry. But
He'll understand why you had to go.
I just Xylund and I the guy, and I'm like, please explain.
Uh-huh.
Right. Well, I guess I'll head back to Greylock with Xylund then.
Do you have a steed?
No.
I'm not sure if Snowflake
You guys
can
came
carry
in a
two
horse and
people.
wagon.
Yeah, but are we? Did you guys?
Came in a horse and wagon.
Did you guys bring the horse and wagon with you here?
We did not.
It's parked here.
Oh.
Yeah, it's parked at Analysis Manor. You guys walked to Featherstone.
Well. Don't want to let you guys not have a way back.
We have a horse. I can potentially turn half the party into horses. We'll be fine.
Okay.
We have feet, we can walk.
Or that, I guess.
Alright, I'll check in on you guys.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, guess we'll see you in a couple weeks or a couple days. I don't know.
I don't know how long legal stuff's gonna take, so just keep us updated.
Yeah. I'll try to get our ship back online. Or our
Yeah.
ship ready to go.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on these guys, make sure they don't burn down the manor or something.
Yeah. Okay. Bye. Not good with goodbyes.
Not gonna be that long.
Yeah.
I will pat Kern's shoulder.
Pat pat.
God damn it, Davynn!
Alright. So, Kern, Xylund, and your captive head back towards Greylock, leaving Lana and Hildreth to head back to Featherstone.
Yep.
To join the other two.
So, Hildreth, you're just gonna stay here and pick up organs?
And study.
All right. This is fun.
I dabble in certain arts some might consider to be unnatural. And the manor seems like an excellent place to investigate things that fall along what I'm interested in.
Such as? Rest assured, I'm not judging.
Golden snakes that possess people and raise the dead.
You know what?
Good place to start.
That's really fair. Let me know if you find anything. I'll share my notes.
What sort of notes?
We've been dealing with the snake for a while.
Might there be more?
Potentially. I think it was the same snake, though.
What have you done about the ghost problem?
What did we do about the ghost thing? I don't remember. But I will tell him about the assorted measures we took in the manor.
When we smushed the snake, the ghost went away, didn't it? Isn't that how it worked?
I believe so.
We are pretty sure that the ghost is dead.
I'd like to investigate further with my friends. After that, well...
With your friends?
Yes.
How many of you are there?
Right now, just 2.
Who is the second?
Zohar. And with that, he'll kind of lift his arm with the falcon on it. Eh?
Oh, okay, that's fine.
He can see a little bit better than I can, so I like to keep him close by.
That makes sense. I summon rats.
That sounds like a terrible diet.
I don't eat them.
Are you friends with your rats, then?
Yes.
What are their names?
Mostly rat 1, rat 2, rat 3. Keeping them from Xylund's been pretty hard. I'm on rat 7 now.
Yet another reason I'm happy I did not go with him.
Yeah. I'm gonna start giving them actual names once they survive longer than a couple hours. You know what? Now's a good time to start. He's not here. I'm just gonna keep some rats with me throughout the duration of this.
Okay. There are enough rats in the vicinity that you can summon a group. And they won't be smushed.
Woo!
They might be hunted.
Since Ivan's headed in the opposite direction.
I
Might be.
did notice there's a bird of prey right there, but you know what? That's
There's-
like natural.
There's also a cat that you're in the direction you're
Your
going.
cat isn't a cat.
It is a cat.
And it's not.
What
really.
happens when a celestial
No, it's not.
being eats a rat?
I mean, it's a celestial being that
I
acts
kicked
like
the
a
celestial
cat.
being, that's what.
It's a celestial being that acts like a
And then
cat.
it dies.
It's a celestial cat.
God.
Alright, so you guys return to the manor. Lana's keeping an eye on her rats. Hildreth.
That's me.
As you spend longer and longer within the confines of the manor, you definitely begin to feel that presence. Very different from the wraith that you dealt with, as you understand the difference between a wraith and a spirit. And this is definitely the latter. It doesn't seem to come from any place in particular. It seems to come from all around you, as if it resides within the very stones of the building that you're in. Whatever it is, it has a tie to this place. But it doesn't feel malevolent at all.
I guess it's a simple investigation, just going from room to room, checking things out, get my PKG meter out, do my ghost
Alright.
busting.
Good plan, good plan. You end up in the doorway of the conservatory where the grand battle went down. You can still see the remnants of it. Although most of it's been cleared away, the vines and such. As the twilight sort of sets in and colors the room, there's a spot in the center that remains brightly lit. That it's got its own light source. Soft and blue. Sort of a white center to it. Sort of a nebulous form.
I'll summon my other friend and have him check it out.
So you summon a companion who strides over to the center, and there seems to be some measure of communication there. He doesn't take an aggressive stance at all as he investigates the slightly shimmering form in the center of the room. And after a few moments of silent communication between them, he wanders his way back to you in sort of the slow plodding way that you've gotten used to. And the entity, the spirit, follows close behind. And as it gets closer, you see more of the outline within the glow. And it appears to be a youngish woman. You think elven, you're not entirely sure. Her features are a little distorted, but definitely female, longer hair, where her arms and shoulders and everything else should be. Again, it's all a little skewed, as if she's just out of focus. But you can see lightly traced in blue on her arms, shoulder, neck, are tattoo lines, similar to what you saw on the body that the group was mourning over earlier in the day. But this evokes a different god for you. This would be Tamara instead, who rules over mercy.
That rule over what? You cut out just a little bit.
Light and mercy.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. And she gets basically within touching distance of you, and she reaches out, but instead of touching you, she touches a sort of a flat wall placard that's next. That's about head height to you, that you hadn't noticed before, and that's been smeared with something rust-colored. It appears to be blood, but old for the most part. And she lightly runs her spectral hand over it, as if it's something she's missed, something she recognizes.
Hildreth will caress it in a similar manner and see what happens.
To you, you take a point of damage, as it feels like thorns prick your skin. You don't see any thorns, you don't see any vines, but that's very much the sensation that it gives you, that you've touched something like a nettle, and it's pricked you just a bit. Draws blood, and you can see the light smear that you leave behind, but nothing seems to change. The entity does react, though, and seems to be greatly disturbed by what you just did, and flashes her hand sort of back and forth and attempts to touch yours where you were injured, and obviously doesn't connect. But clearly giving you indications of no, please don't do that.
Then I shall do it 12 more times. No, not really. If the ghost isn't going to do anything else, I guess nod and leave the room. And try to find the others. Lana specifically, because she was the one that was helping.
Okay. It seems to be following you.
Okay. It's allowed to do that.
Alright. So she is following you.
Ooh.
We will jump over to... One sec. Alright. Okay, so we've got Hildreth and his newfound friend. Lana, you are down in the library with Davynn and Lily?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Shenanigans have been ensuing. That aisle of the library is a bit of a mess.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Lana. It's your turn.
What'd you say? Sorry?
Yeah. It's your turn.
How so?
I turn my attention to you.
Ah!
You're in the spotlight.
Yep, you're in the
You attracted
spotlight.
the gaze
You are
of the
now the
audience.
main action.
That was
Dance
a
you
cacophony
are
of noise that I
entertainment.
could make none of out.
You are the main action for the moment. As Lily and Davynn practice their magical abilities,
Causing a bit
try
of a
and
mess.
school Davynn up a little bit. And Hildreth has wandered away to parts unknown. You hear, in between the snatches of conversation, a familiar little tune.
Oh. Yeah, I should go wander off and check that out.
Okay?
Okay. Well, bye.
I'm kidding. Do you guys want to come?
Sure, yes. I'm down for that.
Why not?
I'll just keep you from beating up Davynn with books.
That was one time, and it wasn't. Fine.
We had to dump
There
him in
should-
an
I
alley
feel
and
like I
skip
should-
town, Lily.
I feel like I need to know this story at some point.
Nope. Anyway.
It really is not important. Trust me. It's a little embarrassing. Anyways, what are we? Where are we going?
Do you
Lana?
guys hear that?
Do we hear it?
No.
Shit.
No, sister, are you feeling alright?
Is it coming from my bag, or is this coming from somewhere in the house?
Yep. It's coming from your bag.
Alright, I'll yank that portrait out of there. That's usually the cause of this. Okay,
You've
do you
got
hear it
that
now?
monster portrait.
It takes a couple minutes. I
Yeah.
have a skid
Oh,
store
is
of
that one of
paint.
the? Is this one of your painting things?
Yeah, do you guys seriously not hear that?
No,
No.
It's like an angry little music box.
no, but now I want to.
Oh.
I'm concerned.
Well, it sounds a little like this?
That makes me more concerned, not less.
Oh. Okay. I'm still pulling out the portrait, unrolling it. Like, acknowledging the concern,
Yeah.
but not doing anything about it.
Lily is
Right.
staring at the painting with distaste, but not doing anything else.
Remember, if you burn it while I'm inside, I burn too. Probably.
I'm not gonna burn your painting. We talked about
Thank
this.
you.
Just be safe.
Of course. When am I not? Don't answer that.
All the time.
Hey, Davynn, did you ever try bashing a body part into it?
Bashing a body part into the painting?
Yeah, trying to touch it.
I've touched the painting, yes.
Yeah, oh. Never mind. I wonder what happened if I put one of you in the bag of holding and then went through.
No.
Like as a squirrel?
Can we not?
But still no.
Okay.
Let's not tamper with dimensional spatial magic, sister. It seems hazardous.
Davynn is going to give Lily a very weird look at that statement, given their last conversation.
Shush. It's different.
Into the art. Alright. You prop your painting up against the wall. Looks the same as it ever did. And into the art you go. It's pretty well... I mean, there's still some resistance as you go through. It's still kind of a weird sensation, but it gets easier every time.
Mm-hmm.
And that feeling of disorientation when you pass through to the other side doesn't last near as long.
That's good.
You find yourself in your familiar forest.
Obligatory repeat of music, because I never actually learned how to wander into those woods and find this guy.
So you play your music, and your host appears from behind the painted trees that become a little more real as he walks past them. You've returned.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure you could hear
No,
me.
I could. The others couldn't. I'm not sure by what mechanism you do that.
He just waves a hand and shakes his head. I wouldn't worry about that. I normally wouldn't call you here, but I've been thinking. And, well, I wanted to... I'm getting ahead of myself. Why don't you come and sit? And he starts to wander back into the trees. Okay. So you go to the normal little tea spot where you spent as much time as you have. And he sits, offers you food and tea as usual.
Take it, as usual.
Okay. And he smiles. I normally don't like to call company to me. I always prefer you come of your own volition. But I've acquired something that I think you'll find interesting.
But, I mean, I don't mind being called, and I'm very curious.
He puts his hand behind his back, even though he doesn't wear any pouches or anything. So you're not quite sure where he's pulling this from, but it materializes nonetheless. And he opens his hand, and inside is an ingot of... It's silver-ish metal. Doesn't look quite like silver to you. It's got a weird sort of blue cast to it. But it's got the gray undertones. And he sets it down. And then he reaches down to the floor and he pulls out 2 other ingots and places them down. These are all 3 different metals, all with that same silver to silver white base to them, but they all appear to be different shades.
Mm-hmm.
He says, where's your Rautan? Where is your friend?
Oh, not here at the moment. He's well, but he's another town over.
Oh. Well, he can create things for you. Yes?
Yes?
That will do quite nicely. Told you he would be useful.
Mm-hmm.
Less so as a painting than in the flesh. And he seems a little preoccupied as he sort of mutters this, half to you and half to himself. He pulls out a bit of parchment, again, from the ether, apparently, and slides it across the little table to you, carefully avoiding the dishes that he's laid out. This is a design for the gift that I'd like you to have. I have no skill for metalwork, I'm afraid. But if your Rautan can do this and bring it to me, I believe it will make a very fine gift and a good first step. Mira.
I would like to look at this piece of paper and attempt to make,
Okay.
I'm not a metal worker, but make some sense of what this would create.
Yeah, it's actually a very simple design. It seems to be a bracelet, or some kind of arm cuff or something to that effect. Looks like it's made from 3 different metals that are smelted down and then braided together in a fairly intricate pattern. So the top part is the more technical aspect, as far as you can tell, where it actually has the dimensions and everything, and then the bottom is a more artistic version of it, where it's got some decoration and some more fanciful elements have been carved into it. Sort of like a reference piece is the bottom half. And your host he sort of sits up a little straighter, so he's sort of kind of looking down as you read, and says, the decorative elements are simply fanciful. They don't need to be there. I don't know how creative your Rotan is, but if he can work the metal, then that's all you require.
All right. Yeah, I'll gladly take this to him.
That makes me very happy, Mira. You seem unhappy, though.
Oh, I am fine. My group suffered a loss, but we'll persevere.
I believe you will. I have the utmost faith in you, as always.
I have faith in them. Can I ask what this metal is? I don't recognize it.
And so he points to one. This is silver.
Mm-hmm.
And he points to the one on the far side. This is mithril. This, and he taps the one that he pulled out first. This is very special. I don't think the name would mean much to you. Not yet, anyway. But you will learn. I will teach you. It should melt, as all metals do. I'm sure your Rautan won't have any problem with it.
All right. I will take those 3 ingots and put them in the bag, which I have carried into this extra dimensional space multiple times because I keep forgetting to remove it.
And so far, nothing's exploded, so
yeah,
you're doing quite well. So as he sips his tea, watches you pack away the metal and the design. He smiles. He seems to be very pleased that you're here. He says, I've never given you my name, have I?
No, rather pointedly.
He smiles again. That will change today, since you were kind enough to come. It's only fair, I believe. You may call me Tarkil.
All right. I mean, I've given you mine. It's apparently not correct, but it's all I can offer you.
He smiles again, sort of laughs a little. I prefer Mira. I think you will too, in time.
Mm-hmm. Taking notes. Taking notes.
So he sips his tea and he chats with you pleasantly. Calls you Mira. Yep, all the time he refers to you as Mira. But yeah, the rest of his visit seems to be entirely small talk. Asks you what you've been up to.
Fill
asks
him
a
in on
lot
our
of
tragic
questions.
exploits.
And he shows concern in the proper places, and honestly seems to be dismayed when things go poorly, and legitimately pleased at your promotion and your recognition in Greylock and everything else. He's a very attentive listener, refilling your tea and occasionally refreshing the food as needed. As the light does start to slip out of the sky, it never becomes full night, and you're not quite sure how long you've been here.
Oh shit, I just
but
left
it
him
does,
chilling inside the painting.
Yeah, it does get to be a kind of a light twilight. It sort of stays in that purple region of the sunset, where the sun's not quite gone yet, but night's not entirely here. It's that gloaming sort of purple light. And that's as far as it gets. He's stuck in that position for a while.
That's fine.
How long has she been gone in the real world by this point?
It depends on when she leaves.
I think at that point I would take the hint that I may have abandoned my friends for a while.
All right. You get up to go, and he, of course, as always, escorts you out and thanks you again for the visit, and reminds you once again to bring back the bracelet when it's done.
Yep, I'm gonna chuck it at Xylund as soon as I see him.
Careful, I might put it up his butt.
Oh, thank you for
He
that,
might.
Davynn. I appreciate the warning.
You might. So yes, your host, Tarkel, again reminds you that you're always welcome at any time.
I make a note to stop by more often, which I will immediately forget about. And then... I know me. And then I'll pop
And
back
he
to my
lets you out.
potentially long-waiting friends.
Yeah, she's been gone for about an hour.
Damn.
Lily has not neither Lily nor Natalie have moved from their spots of staring for that entire hour.
Hey guys, about Jesus! Hi, Lily!
You've been gone a while?
Have you been sitting there this whole time? Like, inches from the painting?
Yes. Maybe.
Okay. Scramble out of there. Roll it
So,
up. Put it in the
what'd
bag.
your friend have to say this time?
He gave me a gift to give to Xylund and then to give back to him. And then possibly give back to us. It's rocks. Here, do you recognize any of this? And I'll pull out the 3 rocks. Ingots.
I'll take a look at them.
That silver, mithril, and thing that I was not given a word for.
Do I recognize the third thing?
Similar to silver, but put up next to a silver gate, you could definitely tell.
I'm gonna take out a little gem and try and make a scratch on each of them.
Hey!
It's the standard test.
Okay.
Specifically, the silver and the silver-like one. Is there any difference in their hardness?
Yeah, you can scratch silver. You cannot scratch this other one.
And then I'm gonna try on the mithril now.
Yeah, you can scratch mithril too.
Well,
But
I don't know what it is, but it's certainly harder than either mithril or silver. Well, silver's fairly soft anyway, but mithril's usually a bit harder, so...
Well,
Whatever.
apparently Xylund can melt it down, so...
Well, hardness and melting points don't really share a relationship, but, you know.
I have it 12.
Hey, same.
Oh, wait, no, I'm in 14. I should know that.
So...
Someone died.
Oh.
Oh, that was eerie.
Damn!
What?
Quick, guys, take over the campaign! Ah, shoot. Welcome back.
Hey,
Okay.
Ari. We didn't just kill the big bad evil. Such as they may be.
big bad evil is my connection.
The real evil was the internet we found.
The real
anyway.
evil. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. So,
I'm recollecting
Scratch-
my ingots before she does something terrible to them.
okay.
I was
Alright.
I literally just scratched them.
I understand this, but all of a sudden I felt a worry.
Some trust would be nice. Forget I said anything.
Right. Well, speaking
Any-
of trust, have you ever heard of a Tarkill?
Okay, have I come across in any of my research or in the journal come across a Tarkill? Ari?
Her net's killing her.
I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah.
Let me look at something, and I will tell you. Okay. Roll intelligence.
Take an
Ooh,
inspiration, Lily.
Straight int. So it's what, a D6 or a D8?
I believe it's a D10 now.
Ooh, fancy.
I'm a high level board.
And
Ooh.
just in case, because I have one,
Mhm.
29!
All right.
I was inspired.
Tarkill isn't a word that you know of offhand. There are a couple of words that you know that are similar to Tarkill.
Mhm.
They're in a few different languages, though. There's a word similar to that in Gnomish,
Mhm. Which I know.
and it means copper. And there's also one in Elvish that's sort of similar, particularly in older Elvish, and that means it can mean man, or it can mean like head of the household or lord of the manor, or sometimes just a male in general, depending on how it's used.
He's having me call
Meaning
him
has
man.
changed over time. Those are the closest.
And there's no reference to anything lore-wise or
Mm-mm.
anything in the... Okay.
There's no legend or anything that jumps out at you. Those are just the closest literal translations you can think of.
Depending on what language he's speaking, it can either mean copper, man, lord, head of household, or male.
Going back to the male and man thing, do you happen to know if in the same language Mira translates to, like, that lady over there?
Does my intelligence checks cover this since we're thinking of languages?
Sure. No, Mira does not, in any language that you are aware of, translate into that lady over there, or anything similar to that.
Does it translate to anything in any language that I am aware of?
You have to roll again.
Take
All
another
right.
die.
I will roll again. Oh, I need it this time.
Yeah, you do.
All
Oh
right, roll
god,
your
it's a
D10.
12.
I tried. I
Uh,
tried to help you.
Linguist.
Honestly, it doesn't. Mira is a word that's used, again, in a lot of languages. But the meanings are varied depending on what language you're going with.
What about Elvish, since that's what we're going with right now?
With Elvish, it's not something that really has a current meaning that you're aware of. It doesn't directly translate to anything that you've encountered.
I would have to do a lot more reading. There's too many languages that use it.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. Wait, where did
But-
Davynn go?
Hi, here.
Hi. Okay.
But I can see if I can do some reading.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Any
about
other
it.
information you can give me
Uh-huh,
could help narrow
no.
down the specific language.
No, I'm afraid. But it's not a big deal. We have more pressing things right now.
Yes, well,
We've got time. We're still gonna stick around here. I've still got some more things to read through.
Davynn,
Right.
something that occurred to me. Would you perhaps care to get into the more practical aspects, maybe?
Of, what?
Well, just casting in general. I saw a space out front that would work quite well. And might help.
Maybe. I mean, practiced magic is not really my thing at all, but...
I could set up a target for you to throw spells at.
I really know how to throw spells, though. It's just these two spells that I can't seem to get.
Well, I'm more than willing to continue helping. Let me just real quick. And I'm going to use some water and shape water to create a runic circle in the air and summon an unseen servant to do all my book fetching for me since I'm too lazy to go and get the books myself. If you have any book requests as well, or even a topic, just let me know and I'll have Joffrey. Yes, still Joffrey. I'll have Joffrey go and fetch them. Well, search for them, as it were.
Yeah, sure, maybe. Hey, Lana,
Yeah.
can I talk to you real quick?
Of course.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
over there?
I'll start
Yeah.
walking
Okay.
deep into the books. I know my sister.
So, what's the news from the painting world? Is that
Um,
all?
Yeah, kind of. It's really weird.
What? The painting world or your sister,
Oh,
Lily?
no, my sister's fine. The painting world.
Ah, yeah.
I mean, she's weird, but like good weird.
Yeah, I got you. She's very concerned about you, still.
Yeah. I don't really know how to reassure her. Aside from not going into the painting, and I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, no, keep doing that. That's cool that you're doing painting world exploration.
Yeah.
I have a memory. I don't know if this actually happened. Did you know when I was looping and stuff? Did I?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Can we, like, put that one also in the didn't happen box?
I mean, if you want to.
I mean... No, but also... I still need
Yeah.
a lot of time to go over things right now.
Yeah. No worries.
And yeah, it's... Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Glad that's... Cool. I will pat her on the back.
Oh, Davynn. Oh, Gim. That is one thing you do not need to worry about.
Alright. Glad that that's sorted, at least.
Yeah. Kiss his cheek, pull back.
Oh, we just lost Kern.
Wait.
Because he swooned.
Okay. Okay. One more question.
Yeah?
Is Lily gonna be concerned about this?
I mean, if she is, I'll shut her up.
Okay, fair enough. Cool. I'm gonna get back to studying, but
Alright.
thank you for being cool about this.
Of course. Yeah.
I will go
Pan away from the awkwardness.
pointedly.
Yes, pan away from the awkwardness. Draw back, draw back.
As Davynn gets back, Lily's gonna look at him. Are you okay? You look rather flustered.
Yeah, a little bit. I did just lose my family and all that.
Oh, nice.
Lily
And
just doesn't
Davynn
really
burns
notice.
that a fireball. Good job.
Lily just kind of doesn't know how to react to that, so her mouth opens and closes a couple times. Yes, of course.
Oh, by the way,
Right
you know that-
then.
Remember how I said that we should practice mind control training and mind reading?
Yes.
I think that I'm gonna point to take one of the books out. Yeah, this thing actually has some things for that, so I think I'm good on that front for a bit. But thanks though for all the practice that we did get in.
Okay. All right.
Okay, how about
Kinda-
some target practice?
Kind of leans around the aisle to look in the direction of Lana and just be like, "What?"
Who is totally calm and reading a book upside down.
Yep, it's all fine.
Looks between the two. Hold up. This is one of the few times I hope I get a nat 1 because it would be totally in character.
No. I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah,
you
you
can
can
don't
just
have to
choose to
roll for it.
fail.
Yeah, you
No,
can just
but-
accept it.
No, but I was gonna make that roll.
Hold
I just
on.
give him a weird look. Be like, all right.
Hold on.
Well,
Wait, hold on. Lana, do I
Wait a
have
second, I got
inspiration?
this. Yes, you do.
Yay! Good job. You guys are
I
fine. It's all
just give
fine.
both of them a weird look and be like, well, all right, let me go set up some targets. And just kind of
Alright,
keep giving them
so
both weird looks.
Lily and Davynn go out for target practice. Hildreth, you were bringing your new friend to Lana.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Wait, what? Oh, right. There's a ghost.
Not your companion. Your new friend.
Yes, the new friend. My companion I've dismissed.
Okay, good.
I am confused. Who am I seeing?
So here.
Obviously,
Hildreth.
Davynn right now. Jeez.
Hey.
You don't know nothing, Kern.
No, Kern knows
What's Kern's
nothing.
insight? I feel like it's high.
He's in another town. It's not that high. Also,
I don't know. His passive perception is high enough that I think I would give it to him.
What's your perception mod?
It's not as high as what you're gonna throw at me.
I have a 13 deception. Come at me. There we go.
But Davynn doesn't have a
32.
13 deception.
No, Davynn is the weak link here. So Hildreth comes tooling in to find Lana as Davynn and Lily go out to target practice. Go ahead, Hildreth.
Your book is upside down.
And? Is there a ghost over his shoulder? What's going on? Also, that's only 9.
I rolled one already.
What am I seeing here?
I don't know if Lana can see the ghost, actually.
No, you don't.
Hey, Hildreth. What up?
Hildreth will turn and motion to where he can see the ghost, and there's someone here, and she'd like us to.
Huh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have known better.
What?
Were there any... Do you have something I can draw with?
Yeah, here. Oh, I have art stuff. I don't actually know where I got it from, but it's in my inventory.
Hildreth will do his best doing, not trying to be super artistic, but just a decent enough, understandable sketch of the tattoos and roughly where they are in the form of his ghost buddy.
You're seeing this. There.
Was there ever an elf woman here who had tattoos like this?
Does this match a description of someone in Davynn's family?
The tattoos don't really. But the general description of a younger
Wait a second, I have a
looking
family portrait
elven
of
woman.
Davynn's family.
You do indeed.
This is also in my inventory.
Hooray!
Yes.
Does she look like this? Just
And as Lana pulls up this family portrait, you do indeed recognize one of them, and that would be the younger girl in the lower left corner.
She's this one here.
So you're seeing the ghost of Ori.
It would seem so.
Uh-huh.
Don't talk to her like she's not here, by the way. That's rude.
Hi, Ori. I feel like I should be telling someone about this.
I felt the same, which is why I came to you.
That was a good instinct. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Technically, she wouldn't register as magical.
Yeah, I need the Paladin aura of dowsing.
Yeah.
Does she seem to want something? I should really get Davynn.
If you think that's wise.
I don't know if it is. Is she just like sitting? I don't know why I even believe you, but is she just like standing there?
Yes.
And she's following you.
Why wouldn't she?
Hey, Ori, nod if you want something.
Does she not?
I'll turn my mic off. She actually doesn't nod. She looks kind of confused. And
Yeah,
she
feeling
starts to
useful, Ori.
pantomime. Yeah, she starts to pantomime a little bit, but whatever she's trying to convey is a little too complicated for the pantomime she's trying to do.
If only you guys
Finally,
knew somebody.
She points to her shoulder, to where the dragon tattoo is.
She isn't nodding.
Is she doing anything?
She's pointing at her shoulder like this, right here, where her tattoos are.
I touch my shoulder. Maybe we should get Davynn.
Perhaps we should. You would
I
know
will
best.
send some rats to retrieve Davynn and Lily.
Okay. Let's go. Start to nibble on your pant leg there, Davynn.
Meanwhile, Lily has an arrow in her leg.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Apparently, they want you to follow them. Oh, if only I
Okay.
could say this was the first time this happened.
Yeah, we should probably teach you how to use a shield too.
Maybe. Oh,
Let's go.
At this point.
Here, I'm gonna help
You
her.
make your way back.
Hobble
Yeah.
over.
I mean, I'm
Alright.
already hobbling everywhere, so what's a little?
Yeah,
Thank you.
poor Lily.
And so that's how they walk into the library.
So you meet up with Lana and Hildreth.
Hey Lana, I might have shot your sister in the stone
What the-
part of her leg. Sorry.
Ow.
Davynn!
It's fine. This is only the 15th time this has happened.
What the? Okay, first things first. That.
What?
Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is gonna sound crazy because it is. But Hildreth is claiming he sees the ghost of Ori, and he did draw her, so it's like semi-convincing. I'm so sorry to even say this.
Oh,
All right.
It's
Okay,
still
great.
rude to speak about her like she's not.
where
here.
is she and why can't I see her?
I point at the air.
No, she's over here.
That air.
All right. Well, okay. Have you tried communicating?
It didn't work very well.
Why not?
Apparently she's pantomiming at Hildreth.
She's not very good. Sorry.
What is she doing, Hildreth?
Hildreth will do his best to try to mimic the weird pantomime that Ori is giving him.
It's
This
whispered
is
down
the
the lane
weirdest
mixed
game of
with
telephone
charades.
ever played.
All right. She ended by pointing at her shoulder. What about her shoulder?
That's where her tattoos are.
What are the tattoos of?
Hildreth will pick up the drawing that he already drew.
Ah. And Lily is going to say in Draconic, Ori, do you understand me? Does Ori do anything?
You can't see her.
I know, but Hildreth can, so
Yeah,
I'm
I
assuming...
know. Hildreth can. So she begins to pantomime again, Hildreth, again ending by pointing at her shoulder. Seems to be getting a little agitated.
Okay.
So the rest of you begin to feel a cold spot.
Yay, he's getting better at pretending to do what she's doing.
I'm going to check
Maybe-
what's on my
Inspiration
shoulder.
dice for your next one, Hildreth.
Maybe Elvish.
I'm gonna check what's on my shoulder, see if there's anything that's changed there.
Not that you can see.
Alright, Ori.
I'm gonna actually make letterboard, I think.
Yeah, in Elvish.
Make a letterboard, okay.
Ori, if you can understand me, please communicate such to Hildreth.
She does nod, Hildreth. Yes.
Ah, lovely.
She understands.
So she understands Elvish?
Perhaps you should follow us back to the room I met her in. There's something
Yeah.
that she wanted.
That's a good idea. Let's go.
All right, let's do this. This is a thing. Can somebody help me hobble along? I know I've been healed, but my legs are still stone.
Yep.
Yeah, we got you.
Oh,
So you
thank
guys hobble your way back to the conservatory, along with Invisible Ori, who follows you, Hildreth specifically.
While we're on our way there, I'm gonna start playing 20 questions with Ori. All right, so just nod or shake your head in response to these questions. So, there is something that you need.
It shrugs, Hildreth.
Hildreth will just make the same pantomime she's making whenever she responds.
Okay.
Okay. Is this something that you want?
And she's getting irritated again. She just shakes her head, but the air around you guys grows colder again.
Hey, Lily,
Okay,
maybe
can't-
hold off on the questions until we get in there.
Yeah, and also we've got a letterboard now.
I have produced a letterboard.
Excellent. So you guys make your way to the conservatory.
I'll lead them over to the thing that she was initially caressing and cooing over.
Which is the panel that you guys know so well.
Yes.
The one that controls the vines. Or controlled
that-
the vines. The vines aren't there anymore.
One that Davynn bled into?
Do I
Yep.
have to bleed into this one again?
She wasn't very happy when I did it.
I can imagine so.
I will ask if Davynn needs to activate the panel again in Elvish.
She emphatically shakes her head no.
Okay.
Can you spell out what needs to get done with it, then? I will say in Elvish, too.
Oh, hey.
I learned that from Annie.
Oh!
Too soon.
Hey,
I mean, we're already dealing with one ghost. Why not bring up another?
Alright. She pantomimes pulling the panel off.
Hildreth isn't very strong. He's going to try to do it himself and is now having second thoughts.
I have strength 8.
I have a crowbar.
It's a better idea.
Yes.
She wishes for the panel to be removed.
Davynn has a crowbar.
I will take the crowbar and attempt to remove the panel.
Alright. Do athletics.
Ball.
Actually, with a crowbar you get advantage, so that's really good.
Okay, I'll take that.
Alright, so you manage to pry the panel off, and as it clatters to the floor, behind it was a bit of a recess into the walls, and within it there appears to be a jar and a braid of hair,
Can
kind of
I
silvery blonde hair.
Can I determine the purpose of it, since it seems to be of an arcane nature?
Oh, it's clearly a phylactery. It's clearly a magical device for keeping someone's essence bound.
Well, that is a phylactery.
Whose is it? Is it yours? Is it Amra's?
Maybe stick with yes or no questions.
She points to herself, Hildreth.
It's hers.
Would you like us to destroy it?
And emphatically nods yes.
Will any method work?
The air around you grows exceedingly cold, exceedingly quickly.
Right, we're destroying it. We're destroying it.
I'll do what I can. Hey, Ari, I'm sorry you had to go through this. But, if smashing this doesn't work, then we'll figure out some better way. Maybe toss it into the Heart of Darkness or something.
We could also try magic, if smashing it doesn't work.
Well, let's try smashing first, because that's always worked for me thus far. He'll say very sarcastically.
Aww.
So are you smashing with your crowbar? Are you throwing it to the floor? What are you doing?
I will do it. Throw it to the floor and smash it with my crowbar.
Okay.
Cover your bases.
Well, the phylactery is just, it appears to just be ceramic. It's just a pot. So it smashes pretty easily. And there's apparently blood that comes out as it does, which starts to soak into the stone floor in a way that it really shouldn't. But once it's gone, once all traces of it have been absorbed by the conservatory floor, the figment flickers in front of all of your eyes. Now you can all see the vague outline. Hildreth, you still see what you saw before. Able to identify features, distorted though they may be. But everyone can now begin to see the ghostly sort of outline of Spectre Ori. And she opens her mouth and says, "I'm here to help," in a very low, soft voice. And we're gonna cut away from Featherstone. Lily's got a BRB anyway. And cut back to our Greylock crew as you all travel to the city with your captive. I'm assuming he's still captive?
Yeah, he's still tied up.
Okay.
Still gagged.
So it's Kern and Xylund buddy time as you travel all the way back to the city.
How long does it take again?
It's several days travel,
Oh, okay.
even on your swift ass horse.
If anyone gives us any strange looks as we go with our prisoner, I show them my holy symbol.
Surprisingly not. Two guys looking like knights with a prisoner is not a strange sight. So no one really messes with you. But you are able to make it back to Greylock in pretty good time, unscathed.
Okay.
And you wanted to go to the Temple of Grandin?
Yeah.
Okay. It's, again, easy enough to do as members of the Argent Order and the saviors of Karacht.
I will look around for my lawyer. Magistrate
Okay.
Zuri.
Yes, Magistrate Zuri. Also pretty easy to find. Behind his desk as normal.
So any progress on the case?
Well, with the documents, it seems fairly straightforward. I don't think it'll take much.
So do you have enough as it is? Because this guy murdered the rightful heir to
Yeah,
Featherstone.
he's looking very cautiously at the tied-up man. Really?
Yeah. Did you get my witness? I sent him ahead with Captain Cat.
Yes. Yes, she did bring him in. We have him up at a local inn. So this is the man then.
Yeah, this is him. So did he give you his story, the witness? Did you interrogate him?
He gave a statement. We didn't feel the need to interrogate him. He seemed honest, and the captain vouched for him. Did we?
No.
Do you think he's holding?
No. He's probably told you the important stuff. Yeah, this is the guy.
Oh, okay.
So do you need him, or should we take him to the
We don't
Archon?
really have. Well, we should probably take custody of him. The order doesn't need any other issues at this time. He calls forward some temple guards, some officers that escort Tobin away. I can tell you're a field man, he says. Have I told you that?
I don't think you did. What gave it away?
You're very efficient.
Ah, good. I strive to be efficient.
Was there anything else I could help you with?
I think that's all. Just I think I'm going to be leaving town again shortly. So this guy, I'm not sure if he's going to be hanging around town, but he can. If there's any news on the case, you can probably deal with him. He's a cleric of Iniline, so you can probably track him down through their temple here, which Okodris temple. Is that right?
Very close, yes. Okay. Well, and so Zura says we'll mostly be trying to contact the main complainant.
Oh, Davynn.
Davynn, yes, young man.
Yeah, he's
But-
Go ahead.
Oh no, if we need you, then absolutely.
He's still down in Featherstone, so but Kern here should be able to get in contact with him if you need to.
Okay, we will do that. We again thank you for bringing him in for us.
Yep.
Saved us a trip.
Good. So if this goes well, will Davynn inherit both manors, like Featherstone and this guy's manor? Jerk my thumb in Tobin's direction.
It's difficult to speculate. I mean, he's been charged, but he hasn't been found guilty. So we'll have to go through the procedures.
Do you guys do that? Do you zone of truth suspects?
We do.
Okay. He spilled everything. He's guilty.
I believe you. I do. He'll need to be officially tried, though, and then we'll have to dig through the paperwork, which I know you don't have much patience for. That's why you're a field man.
Right. All right. Well, keep it up.
Yes, we will absolutely be in touch. I promise.
All right. I will just sort of leave, I guess.
Okay. Where are you headed?
What time is probably evening, I imagine, or?
Yeah. Well, it's probably afternoon by the time you guys get there.
Guess I'll see if I can find a room at Karak. Were you there, Kern?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been here the whole time?
Yeah.
No, I thought you were AFK.
Oh, no. No, I was saying stuff and then I realized that I had my mic muted, and by the time that I was going to go back and say stuff, like, the moment had passed. So.
Oh. Well,
Sorry
you can
about that.
rewind a bit if you want to say
No,
something.
it's fine. It's fine. It's all good.
It's fine.
You didn't
All
do
good.
that.
It was
Everyone's the same
mostly
thing
just like,
anyways.
whoa. Like, this is
I figure I
Going
was
too
waiting for you to
aggressive.
say something when you started talking about Davynn being at Featherstone, because
We weren't
Yeah.
supposed to
Yeah.
be there.
you weren't supposed
Yeah.
to be at Featherstone.
He's
but
our
Yeah.
lawyer.
Zuri didn't say anything.
We're supposed to be open with our own
Yeah,
lawyer.
Zuri didn't say anything, so he didn't even blink. So you guys seem to be okay.
Yeah, I was. Most of the stuff was just comments, but it wasn't. I just realized like 10
All
seconds
right.
ago that I had my mic on mute for
I
some
feel you,
reason.
Sid. I feel you so much.
Well, Kern, I think I'm going to be heading out in the morning. If you want to get drunk tonight.
I guess. Like, maybe.
You didn't sound too enthusiastic.
I mean, like, usually celebrating, I'm never just drank to drink.
Well,
Or
we
drink
made it back to
drink.
Greylock. That's a celebration.
Right. Well, yeah, sure, we'll go out. I'm gonna try to work on our boat a bit tomorrow. Plus, I gotta check in with everybody, see how they're doing. Whenever we
Right.
got there.
The next morning, I'm going to head off. I'm actually not going to go to Karak because I remembered I have reasons not to at the moment. I'm going to head out and head for the Bloodwell.
Oh,
Okay.
Probably I'll get up before Kern since I don't sleep much, and I'll just head out without waking him.
Okay.
right.
And Kern, you wanted to check in with the crew?
Yeah, I'll just be like, hey guys, I'll. Just sending to Lily. Yeah, why not?
Oh,
I'll be like-
tell him that I have a thing for Xylund.
A thing for Xylund, ooh.
No!
Okay. Well, I'll be like, hey Lily, letting you know we got to Greylock safe. How's Davynn doing? How's everybody else doing? Yeah. ...
Hey Kern, thanks for checking in. Lana has a thing for Xylund. I don't know.
That could have been phrased better.
No, it couldn't have. Also, her and Davynn are acting weird, but they seem to be. I think that's 25.
They seem to be. Seem to be what?
Burn another
Also-
slot!
Did you burn another slot?
Yeah. Also, how are you doing? I remember didn't have much of a chance for you to process stuff because I know you after all this crap you were, not feeling well.
They seem to be fine, all things considered. As for me, still processing. What?
All right, this is gonna be the third.
But
spell
I'm still here.
cool. All right, I'll send back. Awesome. Well, good to know that you guys are still alive and nothing insanely crazy has happened.
Not gonna update you on Ghost.
Yeah. We'll see y'all soon, hopefully. I'll be at the docks working on our ship when we get back. Xylund is going somewhere else, I think.
Lovely. Can't wait to see both of you. We miss you already. Oh, also, we may have put Ori's spirit back to rest, I think. Am I good at this? I think I'm good at this.
Alright, I'm having to burn higher level slots now.
Can we play out the rest of that scene so we know what we're talking about
Yeah, that
during
might be a
this
good
ending?
idea.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, you should
Nope.
probably just maybe
Was that a
not
nope?
assume that you.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I will, again, you can tell Kern that you found the spirit. But as far as talking to Ori or anything like that, that will have to wait for chapter 2.
Yeah, no, I was.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad you guys are alive. It sounds like it would be way too complicated to explain over 25 words. And, well, gotta get sleeping, so. Night, Lily.
Good night, Kern. When you get back, we should talk more.
Alright. Cool.
Okay. So, Kern, you're going to stay in Greylock until the others arrive, right?
Yep.
Okay. And Xylund, I know where you're going. You guys in Featherstone, we will start with next session. So, this officially concludes chapter 1.
Of arc number 2.
You guys survived. Yeah, I know it takes forever, but chapter 1 is done.
This is the tutorial.
So, yeah, this is just a tutorial. It's the Breath of the Wild tutorial. Lasts forever.
Makes sense.
Yep. So you guys made it, and most of you survived, kinda. So that's cool.
We have 2
This
new
is officially
ships.
your. Oh, you have 1 ship. Oh, not that kind of ship. Yes. So what we're gonna do is this is officially your downtime. The next session, I am going to go ahead and cancel now. For one, I'd like time to get all my ducks in a row, and because of my medical crap earlier in the summer, I didn't get a chance to do that then. So I'd like the chance to do that. Plus, I've got stuff going on that whole weekend that I need to deal with in real life. So the next session will be free. If you guys want to do a one-shot or whatever, feel free.
Okay.
And any kind of downtime things that you want to do, skill improvement, if you want to make tweaks to your character, any sort of, like I know Xylund wants to do some crafting, stuff like that. That's the time to do it. Just let me know what you've got in mind, and whatever we can do out of session, we'll do out of session. Whatever needs to be done in session, we'll do in session, and we'll just make a plan.
Can Hildreth take a long
yeah.
rest?
Hildreth will be able to take at least 1 long rest, yes.
Oh, good. Back to full health.
Yes, adventure logs would be nice, but yeah, that's it. That's the end of chapter 1.
This
I
was
hope you
great.
guys enjoyed, and we will find out what happens to the crew in 2 sessions, so 4 weeks.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I stayed for a whole session today, and I was actually a character from the beginning, so I'm really happy.
We're really proud.
Congrats.
Except you missed the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, but it didn't start till I got here, so it's okay.
Yeah, whose fault?
Yeah,
is
we were
that?
just looking at cat pictures. Yeah.
I'm not
yeah,
going
let
into
me,
details about why I missed the first 20 minutes.
We don't want to know. We heard.
Okay, but I
soiled
do want to know.
I
Go to our
definitely don't,
underoos. I
especially
don't know.
after today.
I don't. No, I'm done. I'm good.